Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 400th episode of a podcast called Fred Spectacular!
Yay! Making sure we don't pick them up because there's three of us in the same room.
But this is a freaking podcast.
Yes, cue the music.
I don't know what we're yelling about! We came, we saw, we kicked its ass!
Finished. Playing in the dark. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Kind of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it some style?
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway.
Look, we're gonna have company! Loud noises!
Hello!
Have we just said goodbye?
I'm a Kendall Richardson.
I'm a Fulya Kantarmaja.
And I have no idea how to interact with real people in front of me, Michael Lister.
Hey!
Yes. You are now experiencing a podcast called Fred. 400th episode.
Experiencing the 400ness of the episodes. That is a Friday night at Fred's.
Oh. Throwback. Which means
throw it back.
Technically, this is probably more like episode 600
something. Yes.
Something.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either way.
Happy 10th anniversary of podcasting.
Yes,
Yay!
actually, yes. This is our 10th year. So
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're still here. Clink. Congratulations to us.
Yeah, absolutely. What a ride.
What a ride.
What a ride here. 2 hours.
Oh my goodness. Yes. 25 minutes for me.
And
Nice.
5 steps.
And
Yes,
5
5
for this
steps.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're all here in the same room for the first time in like forever.
Yes.
Probably since the pandemic, actually.
Yeah.
When we did those car recordings.
Car recording.
The car recordings.
They were fun.
They were very fun. Yes, no, this is awesome. It's really great to have everyone here, and you know, it's gonna be an episode that's the same as normal, but we'll throw in a couple of things that might be a little different.
Yes.
A different energy.
different energy. Yes, the discussions are going to be a bit more unhinged, I think. Now that now that we don't have the lag delay as an issue,
Absolutely.
we're all in the
That's
same
right.
room.
I'll insert that in.
Insert it in post. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's totally
yeah.
fine.
a lot of silences, just dead space.
Exactly. All right, let's kick it off with the weekly watchings.
Yes.
Fulya!
Hi. Yes. So, for me, I'm not gonna mention One Piece because I've only watched a couple of episodes, so I haven't really gone too far. But Hodie Jones is done. He's been beaten. Hodie Jones is dead. I think we'll see.
He got an arc to the face.
Yes, and Luffy is now weak in the shoulder because of the shark teeth jaw to the shoulder.
Oh boy. That sounds intense.
Very, very intense. And the Noah was stopped.
Eventually.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it was still kind of falling, but you know. Luffy was doing his best to try and destroy this thing, but then they got to a point where he just was not going to be able to destroy it. And then all of a sudden the sea monsters came in. Yay!
Yay!
They helped because Shirahoshi was praying for help.
Are you crying again?
Weepy Hoshi, as Luffy nicknames her, because she cries a lot.
Yes.
Oh.
She's a bit of a scaredy cat mermaid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's only 16. A big 16.
Yeah, she's a giant mermaid.
Oh, wow.
Compared to every other mermaid, she's huge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big mermaid.
Yes. But yeah, no, it's a slow burn, One Piece. So there is that. One thing I will mention, I decided to start the Mighty Nine.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. I honestly was not expecting it to go longer than half an hour because normally when it's an animated series, it's usually half an hour episodes or less. This was like 45 minutes.
They're long ones.
They're long episodes, and I'm just like, oh wow, okay, there's a lot of story being told here, and met a few different characters so far. Met like a little goblin, a drunk goblin, like a very alcoholic goblin.
Not the brave.
There's
apostrophe.
Who comes across I'm going to say he is a wizard. He's got a bit of a beard going. He seems homeless at the moment, going around, sneaking around, breaking into places, trying to steal stuff. And I think that's is really like the monk fighter I've also met. Forgotten their name, but they're blue. And it's actually kind of cool because it's if I was to play a D&D class character, I would want to be a monk fighter as well. So that's going to be really interesting to sort of see how that particular character is played out. And anyone like I've met some like higher up kind of wizards, I guess. The thing that got stolen, this giant like blue crystal thing. D20, yeah. It looks like a D20.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's got handles on the side of it. A very powerful elemental thing that, you know, is also kind of like something that the people, I don't know, it's like there's like a belief in it or a faith or something. Like
it's how they reincarnate.
Yeah. Okay.
They need to be absorbed into the thing to then come back out.
Yeah, essentially it's a soul manipulator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what they show that in the like you just dive straight into that. It's like this you know, this character is supposed to, it ends up killing his wife so that the soul gets taken in. And then so that I guess to be reborn again, into someone else.
Yeah.
And that's hard to watch, you know.
Yeah,
a partner killing their someone killing their partner, and then, it just, that's rough. That's rough. But it's
culture, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I guess that's how it is in that world.
Yes.
But yeah, I've only watched the first episode, and so far I'm actually very intrigued. Just because I've been watching so much Natural 6.
Yeah.
I just finished episode 26 of Natural 6, and a lot has happened, and it's so good, and I'm loving every moment of it still. I am not letting go of these characters. It's just too fun, and the world building and the characters. The character arcs and all that sort of stuff, it's just so cool. I love the way that they're doing it, essentially.
Yeah.
Harry McIntyre is the DM for this particular campaign. Does a very good job of storytelling, and he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff in order to make the story, to build up the world and help backstories for each of their characters and all that, and the way that he brings in all these different creatures for battles and whatnot, and the way that he does his research and all that, because I've also been watching their post shows, which is called Action Search, appropriately. And it's really cool. It's just it's a lot of fun, and I keep saying all this every week, because just repeating myself on how much I love this web series, but I'm just so obsessed with it.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah, I get it too. First half of the year, it was just One Piece.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, when Rings of Power Season 3 comes out, it's only airing over 3 weeks, but you bet I'm going to be talking about it every 6
week.
Months. Okay. The hyperfixation is real. We get you.
Yeah.
And I'll probably reduce that to, it's okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. That's essentially all I've been really watching, and MasterChef is essentially winding down as of the day of the recording. It's the grand finale.
Ooh,
it is its final episode, the last 2 contestants, and I have no idea who's gonna win, but it's essentially gonna go over 2 rounds, and the person with the highest points over those 2 rounds ends up becoming the MasterChef Australia. So I was half expecting one of the contestants from the semi-final to make it through, but they unfortunately didn't make the cut because their main, because they had to make 2 dishes over a service challenge, and their main dish just was not cooked very well, unfortunately. But even though they nailed their dessert, the dessert was absolutely phenomenal, 10 out of 10 for them, for the judges. But unfortunately, he just didn't get the main done right, and the other 2 contestants just had a stronger dish for both their main and their dessert. So it kind of came down to that. So it's fine. He came third essentially. So that's pretty good on him, and he can definitely see himself working in a commercial kitchen. It's what he's always wanted to do for a very long time. So yeah, he's definitely got a bright future ahead of him.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's not the end of the road.
No, absolutely not. Anyone who ends up on MasterChef as a contestant actually does end up working either in commercial restaurant kitchens or building their own business or doing classes or whatever. So they get something out of it.
Okay.
They absolutely get something out of it.
Right. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
That's really good.
But yeah, grand finale, which I will hopefully watch maybe tomorrow. We'll see how we go, how I'm feeling. But yeah, that's all I've been really watching, really.
Nice.
Yeah, not much. Just a lot of natural 6 for me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you,
Hey.
Mike? What have you been watching? Yes, you.
Bits and pieces. I haven't really dived in. I'm sort of gone off binge watching, as I said, One Piece. But speaking of which, One Piece. I'm still up to date.
Okay.
And it's going into very interesting territory with the manga and the
Anime
as well. Yeah. So just leave it at that. Otherwise, spoilers.
Yeah.
I've been just not binge watching, just little bits and pieces, like last week. Batman Cape Crusader. It's all out, but I've watched half of it, and that's really good. The last episode that I watched, they sort of retell there's a part of the Rogues Gallery is a guy called Solomon Grundy, and they sort of do their own take of this guy who's essentially he's an inmate, and he was asked to do this sort of experimental thing, and he became a zombie, and yeah, very slow. And it's I can see what you did there, and I kind of like it. It's very heartwarming as well. And he sort of had. I like the this rendition of Batman because they're not shy enough to do the supernatural stuff. Considering we've just had Christopher Nolan's Batman that's mostly based in reality, and even the new stuff with Robert Pattinson Batman is more based in reality as well. So I kind of like that they stretch their feelers out to do a bit more supernatural stuff. We've had essentially a Frankenstein, and the previous season they had a haunting, which is basically a spectre, ghost and stuff. And I kind of like that because Batman he is the superhero without powers, but also he's fighting up against supernatural stuff. So I kind of like that sort of stuff as well when they do those stories. I recently got BritBox back because I've been watching a bit more Doctor Who because I like my Doctor Who. They only got the classic series on there, so that's a bit of fun just watching some stuff. But I also wanted to watch a sitcom that I didn't really watch as a kid because I usually watch stuff from what my parents used to watch, like the Two Ronnies and all that stuff, and Now You're Being Served, of course. But this one, Only Fools and Horses.
Oh, yeah.
Which was dubbed the number one sitcom when the BBC was doing their 100th anniversary. That was
oh wow,
20 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that was the best one because everyone really enjoyed it. And it's a lot like Steptoe and Son, where it's essentially these two characters, three, but essentially two characters are trying to live life and borderline illegal stuff, but also trying to get by. And it's also of its time. It's very if you know the history of Britain in the 80s and very close to the 90s and sort
The
of stuff.
Thatcher stuff.
Yeah, it's on the end of like the Thatcher era where everyone was unemployed and trying
Yeah.
to get by and,
Mhm.
and all that stuff. And yeah, it's been a bit fun because I wanted to watch that because I'm actually writing some stuff and I just wanted to watch something that's a bit more like syndication instead
Yeah.
of narrative driven sort of stuff. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. And I kind of like it because it's taking me off guard on some of the jokes because I can like my old age, I can tell where a joke is sort of leading, and they do lead to certain things, but they change it at the end.
Oh, cool.
Like there was one where they redecorating a friend's house for money, and the wife wanted them not to go into the kitchen because they know who they are, and so don't go into the kitchen, and they have this canary, and they want to have a cup of tea, so they sneakily went in there, and they forgot they kept the kettle on, so everything was built up in smoke in the kitchen. The wallpaper was like peeling off in the kitchen, and yeah, they wrecked a kettle. It was burnt on the bottom, and yeah, they found the canary sort of lying on the in the cage, and they thought they killed him. And so it was all this like French farce where they had to try and find like the same canary, like the same yellow canary, and it cost like £50, which is a lot of money back then. And so they got that, and the wife came home and it's like, it's not the same canary. It's like, how can you tell? Well, he died this morning. Yeah, I kind of like it. Just caught me off guard. It's like, I like it. I knew that they couldn't really last long. They couldn't really get one up on them. So yeah, I kind of like that they sort of win sometimes and sort of lose sometimes. So I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Del Boy and Rodney, who are brothers, and live in a council flat. So that's pretty cool. Watching. Something that you don't see every day, like the lower echelons of the class system and that sort of thing. So that's a bit of fun. What else? Well, X-Men, but we'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
House of the Dragon.
Yes.
I'm halfway through.
Okay.
So I'm up to 6. So, and I think they got one more.
Yeah, the finale's tomorrow.
The finale's tomorrow, so they got
Yeah.
one more. So it's good. I'm not really getting into it that much.
Okay.
In a way, it's sort of like I get, I see, and it's done. It's up for one more season, and I think that's it.
Yes, this is the second last
season. So it does feel like it's coming
towards the end, right?
Getting towards the end, and
yeah.
There's a new character that's come in who's like now the big bad, like the big bad with the high tower and stuff. And I don't like it because he's treating his son real bad. I don't like it. Yeah, it's kind of great, and Matt Smith is just not just great.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah. So all around it is a good show, and I kind of see where they're going to go with it, and I think they're going to stick the landing.
I think they will.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have to worry.
No. No anxiety going into it.
No.
But yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm just blanking on some stuff. I haven't really finished the Avatar Last Airbender series, the live action series yet, because I've been sort of putting it off because there's other stuff that I want to watch, like a new anime. It's called Chainsmoker Cat.
Chainsmoker Cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is deliciously disgusting.
It sounds like it.
Think of a chain smoker and think if it was a cat. So
Garfield if he smoked instead of ate lasagna.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, essentially it's these cat people called beast people. Essentially, so about sort of the same as Only Fools and Horses. It's like the lower echelons and trying to get by in the first. If you can get past the first episode, good luck to you.
Wow.
Yeah. So essentially, the first, yeah, I think I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Just the first bit is trying to find like cigarettes because addicted.
Yeah,
and
of
it's
course.
like, oh, I found a cigarette that's at the bottom of this bin bag, and it's just taking it out and just put it in the mouth, just one,
Ew.
just 1 second, and then just toilet, just constant diarrhea. Just-
Oh, that's gross.
yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. So essentially they're cat people, and and it's like the archetypes of a cat, and usually that means vomit. The
rainbow?
the sparkly rainbow is vomit. I don't think they can go that far, but the simulation is there, and that's another character who's an alcoholic. So
Okay.
so there's different ones with different sort of vices. Like you got the chain smoker cat, you got the druggy cat, you got the alcohol cat, and one that does a lot of urine play.
Ew.
Yeah, so it's not for the faint-hearted. But I really enjoy their intro because they
Okay.
We're just
I'm
looking
gonna
at pictures.
Stop
Looking at
looking
pictures.
at pictures because they're getting gross.
yeah, that one, her sister cat, who's going to high school, so she doesn't want anything to do with her older sister, and she's disgusting. She takes the cigarettes off her. It's like, no, you need to stop smoking. And that bit is she's got floss. She's tied one on one of her fang tooth, and she's pulling it out. And at the end of it is a box of smokes.
Oh, what?
So yeah,
Oh man.
it's sort of fun.
Sort of fun.
Sort of fun.
Yeah. As I said, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
No.
Okay.
Like in the first episode, she has a new box. It's like, yeah, I got a new box. I take out 4, and I put the lighter in, and I close the box, and she trips and falls, and these four cigarettes land directly into a dog turd.
Oh.
And she's contemplating. Nah.
I was going to say
And
that
then,
existed.
and then a beat. If I just wash it off.
Oh no.
No. Disgusting
well,
habit.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
What the fuck, Japan?
Yeah.
Yes. No, cool.
But there's like 5 episodes out, and they're doing if you wait 2 weeks, the English dub comes in. So
No, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool.
That's not so bad.
on Crunchyroll and Netflix as
Netflix,
well.
okay.
Yeah, sweet.
So
Cool.
Nice.
is that a no?
Yeah.
No.
At least it's not a love triangle.
I'd rather a love triangle, to be honest.
Yes, sign me up for a love triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no romantic storyline yet, except for the guy who owns the building, who's a bit of a perv. So
I don't like pervs.
that's all right. He gets his comeuppance.
Okay, good.
Is that she's got like the can of cigarette butts and water. It's like tips it out and tips it on his head. So yeah.
Fun.
What about you, Kendall? Have you been watching gross out crap?
If you call, like, watching incest in House of the Dragon, then I suppose I have been watching my own version
Yeah.
of gross out crap. The incest is strong this season, and I don't know
Ooh.
how I feel about it. I mean, it's always strong because, the 2 main characters are literally uncle and niece, and they're married. So,
Yuck.
Yuck. Oh,
Well,
fiction.
maybe watch some Chainsmoker Cats. Just
Just
get
to
the
balance
taste
it
out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And another taste.
And another taste. Yes, House of the Dragon. Just to go off what Mike was saying before. Yeah, I'm up to date with that. So I've seen the penultimate episode of season 3, and that was really good. I have so many questions though, so I'm looking forward to I keep forgetting to like find out like a certain character that was killed off came back, and I was like, how? And I haven't looked into it yet, so I need to figure out how. Unless it gets explained in the finale, who knows? But it was pretty epic. So, some cool stuff to come for Mike when he gets to it.
Yay!
But yeah, Ormond Hightower is he's I mean they got rid of Otto and here's his son, one of his sons, and he's like arguably worse. Much worse. Holy shit. Yeah. He's really bad. But he's a good like kind of villain for the season, I think, because depending on what team you're on, like if you're on Team Black or Team Green, like this the family, the Targaryens have been split down the middle.
Okay.
I'm Team Rat.
You're Team Rat. That's fair.
Because they're surviving.
The rats are surviving and thriving now without any rat catchers to round them up. Yeah, the king killed all the rat catchers because he thought they were against him. I think that's why it happened last season.
Yeah. And I thought, oh, this is going to be bad. And in this season, it's like,
hey, yep, there's definitely some consequences. But yeah, no, it's definitely gotten to a point where, you know, one team seems to have regained the upper hand, but then like this Ormond Hightower has come out of nowhere and been like, actually, you haven't won just yet, kind of thing.
There's me.
There's me. I'm here. I'm going to fuck shit up for you. But yeah, it's really, really good. And then so if you said you saw episode 6?
No, I'm up to 6.
You're up to 6. Okay, I won't say what happens then. I almost spoiled.
Oh.
I think because yes, somebody dies in episode 6, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, my expectations.
Yeah, expectations. Oh no. Yeah, so that's been great. Random movie my partner and I watched during the week. I think it's on Amazon. It's called Code 3. It's a comedy, and it's basically sort of like if The Pit were just done in an ambulance, but it's with humor. And it stars Rainn Wilson and Lil Rel Howery.
I thought it was a series. I didn't know.
No, it's a movie.
I've seen bits and pieces of it online.
I highly recommend everyone watch this film. I don't know how it's kind of gone under the radar. I'm really surprised. It was this perfect blend of comedy and drama. Like Rainn Wilson plays a guy. He's an EMT, and he's been in the industry for nearly 20 years, and he wants out. He hates his job. He wants out. He's got no energy left to help people, and to like he's lost the love for what he once did, you know, saving lives and helping people and stuff, and he's very jaded, and then like the movie is basically about they get this trainee like to come right along with them, and it's about a 24-hour shift that they do. So it's similar to The Pit in the sense where you're watching a whole season of The Pit and that's just one shift. This movie is one shift essentially of them, you know, out on the road, and the ups and downs that come with that. And Rob Riggle is also in it, and he plays an asshole of a doctor in one of the hospitals that they keep bringing patients to. And yeah, and the interactions between him and Rainn Wilson's character are quite good. Yeah, Jolo Mariduena is also in there for a little bit. He's quite funny at the start from Blue Beetle and Cobra Kai.
And next year, Ace.
Yes, he's going to be. Yes, he's Ace in.
Oh yeah,
action.
I see it.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing him in One Piece. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, he was hilarious in that. And Yvette Nicole Brown from Community plays she's the manager of the ambulance base that they work out of, and she's a no-nonsense lady, and it's quite funny. There's this really good scene she gets where she gets to tell off someone over the phone, because there's a scene in the film where they get called out to a nursing home, and because they've called 911, blah blah blah, but they get there and the elderly person's already dead. And so they've called them as a 911 to see if they can save their life, because they're trying to get away from their negligence. And she's been dead for hours. She's already her body was already going through rigor by the time the ambos got there. Like she was stiff as a board.
Wow.
And And so then Yvette Nicole Brown's character, Shanice, she gets to call up the nursing home and like tell them what for over the phone about it. It was so funny. But yeah, just to finish up, please watch it. Rainn Wilson, one of the best performances I've seen from him. Like, the man is so underrated as an actor. Obviously, we know him as Dwight from The Office, and he's incredible in that show. But like, getting to see Rainn kind of be more, you know, of a realistic person. Like, Dwight is a very heightened personality.
Yeah.
You know, he's similar to people you might know, but he's not exactly like people you might know. Whereas Rainn Wilson's Randy in this film, he's very like just the jaded worker in this industry and what he goes through. And I was crying at one point. So like, please watch Code 3. It's so good.
And funny enough, my wife was watching Juno two nights ago, and he's actually in.
He's in that as well. Yeah. Yeah, he's so good. Yeah, Code 3, recommend for sure. And yeah, I've done some Nolan things this week, some Christopher Nolan things.
Some Nolan.
Some not Odyssey related, sadly.
Okay.
I still haven't seen the Odyssey. That will be happening next month because that was as soon as I could get IMAX tickets. But watched Interstellar.
Okay.
Earlier in the week because the boyfriend hadn't actually seen it yet. Don't know why. He's a big Nolan bro, so I don't know why it took him this long to watch it. But we finally did, and yeah, he liked it. And it was probably my 4th or 5th time watching it because I love it. I think it's a brilliant film. And watching it at home with the TV and the sound system setup that we have was great. Like, it was just Hans Zimmer on full Hans Zimmer mode.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It was just, the house was vibrating.
Yeah.
From the sub, which was fun. But yeah.
Dude, I should watch Inception with with my sound system now.
You should.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna sound
Definitely.
amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great to rewatch because it's such a beautiful film and it holds up after, 12 years of being out. And and it was cool to, like, the discussions we were having. Like, it generates a lot of conversation, I think, as well, about, like, what Michael Caine's character does in the film, how he withholds some information about what the real mission is and all of that. And then, like, I said to Lee, my favorite part is the time dilation stuff when they go to that water planet and, like, every hour is 7 years that they lose, and then that accident happens and they come back up and it's been, like, nearly 30 years of them, or however long it's been, and it's just like, holy fuck. And then you see Matthew McConaughey in that iconic scene in the film where he's watching back all the messages from his kids over 20, 30 years, and then, like, it ends with Jessica Chastain as the adult Murph saying, I'm the same age you were when you left, and then they're both crying, looking at this. It's just, yeah. Interstellar's amazing. It's an incredible film. And then the other Nolan piece I saw was actually went to the movies last night.
Oh.
So the Melbourne International Film Festival just started this week. And one of the cool things they're putting on this weekend was Memento at Hammer Hall with I can't remember his name, but it's the drummer from the band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. It's the best band name ever. So it was him doing the score using 2 sets of drums, one that had, like, synths and electronics kind of sound coming out, and then one that was more of a traditional drum kit. And so he wrote a new score for the film. Memento, M-E-M, like memory.
Oh, Memento.
Yeah, Memento.
That makes more sense.
That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So Guy Pearce.
With our boy.
Guy Pearce, Australia's own, Melbourne's own. I think he's a Melbourne boy. Guy Pearce, yes, starred in this film, and it's a for those who have not seen it, it is a story told in reverse. And the main character has short-term memory loss, and he's trying to solve the murder of his wife.
Well, the color versions are in reverse.
Yes.
As well as the black and white is actually
He's
from
seen
the
it.
future.
Yes, he knows. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, you know. Yeah, so there's a the main part of the film is in color, and yes, that's told. Those are like little vignettes that are told in reverse chronological order, and then you also have these black and white segments that are all done in forward, like natural. And eventually the two intersect towards the end of the film, and it makes for some fantastic twists and turns and stuff. It's a really clever film, really well done. It was based on a short story written by Jonathan Nolan, and then Christopher wrote the screenplay. Yeah, and it holds up after 26 years. It's a very underrated film, I think. When people talk about Nolan, I think Memento gets slept on a little bit, but yeah, really cool. Really, really cool film. So it was cool to see that, in a big theater, setting. And I actually saw 3 celebrities while I was there last night. So sitting in the row in front of us, about 3 seats to our right, was John Safran.
Yeah.
I almost didn't recognize him because his curls have gotten a bit like grey and like out of control.
And it's more top.
It's all mop top stuff, and he looks cool. But yeah, Lee clocked him, and then we saw Tony Armstrong. Yeah, he was actually sitting in our row, which was hilarious. And then about 5 or 6 rows in front of that was Reese Nicholson.
Yeah.
So I'm like surrounded by Australian media icons. It was so random. Yeah, but it was really, really cool. Really, really cool. So, yeah, love Memento. I haven't actually seen it in like I think it's been over 10 years. It was like watching it for the first time for me because there's a really cool twist in that towards the end.
Yeah, 15 for me. I think I watched it for
Yeah.
media studies.
Oh yeah,
Learning about narrative.
that would be a great film to study.
Oh, yeah.
In a film course for sure.
Not everything has to be linear.
Exactly right. And then I guess, the final thing I'll just quickly mention because we'll probably discuss it in detail next week. But I finally saw Spider-Man.
Spiderman.
Spiderman, brand new day. Yes, that old chestnut of a film that's already made $1 billion.
Closing in on 2.
Oh my god, it probably will. To be honest, it's doing gangbusters.
So we're getting more Spider-Man in the future?
Yeah, well, that's the word. Tom Holland apparently has signed on to make more. So, but I don't know. Yeah, what those plans look like, especially because. At the well, I won't say that. Actually, I was going to say at the end. No, don't spoil the ending, Kendall.
At the end,
everybody
died.
Everybody died,
except me.
Yes. All I'll say without ruining it for Fulya because she hasn't seen it yet. Is just I loved what they did with Peter's character. I love how comic booky the movie felt. And the cinematography and stunt work, the visuals, like there's some incredible frames. And sequences or like action sequences that are just like holy, like I can't believe they pulled that off, and it looks so nice. But yeah, they do a really good job of following on from the events of No Way Home, where no one knows who Peter Parker is. Yeah, I thought it was great. It was devastating and heartbreaking in a lot of points, but it was also really, really cool just to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man in a different context, than what we're used to.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, you'll like it. I think. Mm-hmm. I think you'll like it. It was good.
There's one aspect of it. I've seen it, of course.
Yes.
There's one aspect of it that people have been mentioning, and it's like, oh yeah, it sort of makes sense when they say it. That what happened. I'm not going to spoil it, of course, but it makes reference to another movie that came out this year that you also haven't seen. When a certain character, it's in the trailer that people are getting possessed and all that.
Yeah.
So
it is in one of the trailers.
There's one sort of scene, I guess, something like that, or people are comparing Peter Parker, this Peter Parker, to the main character in Obsession, and what happens there, and how they sort of divert on their actions of what happens.
Okay. I can see this. Yeah.
And that's why Bear is the bad guy.
Bear is the bad guy. If you've seen Obsession, yes.
Yes.
Bear is the bad guy. Oh.
Yuck.
Disgusting.
Yuck.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Those are my weekly watchings.
I have one thing I want to mention that isn't a watching per se,
Surprise.
but is a game that I started playing in the last week.
Yes. Using your eyes to watch.
But it kind of feels like a movie because it's an FMV game. So a full motion video game.
Oh, okay. Right.
So it's almost like they've made a movie, but they've made it interactive. So it's like you see scenes as if it was made for a TV or for a cinema screen.
That's cool.
It's called Road to Empress. It is based in Chinese sort of the Tang Dynasty kind of era, but it's in this palace where there's an emperor. They've got his the what are they called? The
Concierge?
contest or something like that. There's like different hierarchy levels of people in the temple at the palace under the emperor.
Okay.
It's essentially like the emperor's wives, and then there's like concubines, and then there's
Right.
maids and whatnot and all that sort of
Okay,
stuff. So
yeah.
but you play as one of the what they call kairen, which is kind of like in the middle of that hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this whole sort of mystery thing going on. People are getting killed, but it's like the emperor has three sons from I think from 3 different wives. So they're all princes. And one of the brothers is trying to get into power after the emperor, and finds a way to get rid of the elder brother in some way so that he doesn't end up being next in power,
Right.
and uses you as the character you're playing as a way to get rid of him. And what's cool is it's a choice-based game. So you're making decisions. There are decisions where you can sit and think about it, but then there are also decisions where it doesn't give you much time. So it's like you have like 10 seconds to decide the decision that you have to go. But the other cool thing about this is, because it goes via a timeline, there are many, many choices that you make where, depending on the choice you make, could get you killed. And then game over.
Okay.
But you can essentially go back into the chapter, go back to that last decision you made and choose a different decision to then continue the story.
Okay.
If you find... Sometimes there are only 2 choices.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times there are 3. So out of the 3, there's 1 choice that continues the story. And it's really interesting, the pathways that you take, and then this whole story that develops. One of the wives is the character's auntie.
Mm-hmm.
So she's high up in power there. So she has a lot of power. And so you go to your auntie a lot for help.
Mm-hmm.
But then you find out something sus about the aunt.
Yeah.
And it's just...
Yeah.
It's so... There, like, from the get-go, there is so much drama. Like, I started the game... The first choice I made, I was dead.
Great.
Unforgiving.
I made a bad choice based on the fact that a hairpin was on the floor. The one of the, I guess, consort. There we go. The consort saw this. It's a hairpin of a peony flower. Apparently, she loves peony flowers. Only she's allowed to be wearing or be seen with peony flowers. And then you have 3 options to choose from. Either you say it's yours, you say it's the friend's, or you say it's someone else's, that it dropped from someone else. And then out of those 3 choices, you die by going to prison, and then they burn the pin, they heat it up, they burn it into your forehead, bleeding, and then you get thrown in prison and you die.
Jesus.
That's straight off the bat.
That's intense.
And you say you don't like horror.
Yeah. You're
Well, it's
lying.
not that horror. It's not that horrific. It's honestly, it's not really scary. It's just very heightened drama. And it's hilarious. And I'm just, right now I've gotten to a point, I think there's like 16 chapters, and I believe I'm coming up on the halfway mark. I think I've just gone through 7 chapters.
Yeah.
I'm going into the 8th. And yeah, it's just like, you then find out that your character is like falling for one of the princes, and then you have to make different choices about that. You befriend one of the princesses. The princess is the sister of the brothers, and oh my gosh, it's almost like I'm part of the movie.
Yeah.
That's essentially what that game is, and it's fun, it's entertaining, but it's just so much drama.
Yeah.
Have you
a lot.
watched The Apothecary Diaries?
No.
Have you?
I've heard about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar in that kind of era.
Yeah.
Or sort of, isn't it like, is it 1800s? Sort of?
Kind of, yeah.
Or early
like-
1900s?
Yeah, like Chinese sort of, where they have like a lot of like their Ming Dynasty
Yeah.
or that sort of. I can't remember exactly
Yeah.
what it is, but like
They call it, is that feudal China? Is that what they call that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Something like
I
around
don't
around that time.
This isn't a history podcast.
No, we're not very good on the history, but it's okay. It's totally fine.
I get the vibe you're going.
Yeah, but it's and Apothecary Diaries is the anime kind of version of that.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Apothecary Diaries is very good. The
I've heard
third
it's great.
third season's coming,
Yeah.
and then they're doing a movie for it. Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, that's all I wanted to mention.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for throwing that in.
Because it kind of felt like it was a watching, but I'm interacting with it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it reminds me of Until Dawn a bit. Like that was
Yeah.
that's very much a game that is you're participating in, but you're also watching.
Yeah, exactly.
unfold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. There's a lot of like videos from what you're
A lot
watching.
of cutscenes.
Yeah, it's just very fascinating on how they put those kind of things together and make it into a game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What was it called again?
Road to Empress.
Road to Empress.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a Road to Empress 2, so there is a sequel.
Okay. Cool.
So
Which
she survives.
Well, I don't know, but the sequel came out this year. The first one was last year.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
It's definitely worth checking out.
Okay.
It's a lot of
Sounds
fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I think you might be able, like both of you, you probably will get more out of it than maybe Lista will. But
Oh, okay.
it's essentially you're just making choices.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that sounds kind of my speed.
I don't like making choices.
Yeah, I know. I say I'd want to play it. I'm the most indecisive person.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like Last of Us. It's just
You're just in it. You have no choice.
I just get my guns.
Yeah, go.
Next spot.
Yeah. All right. That is the weekly watching.
Yes.
Which means it's time for the nerdy news.
This is the news, the nerdy news. The nerds that talk about the nerdy news. That is us who talk about the news that is nerdy. And now the queen of nerdydom, the hostess with most S, Kendall Richardson. Take it away, Kendall.
Okay, nerdy news time. So we've got a bit of a big nerdy news section for the occasion for our 400th episode this week. We're going to touch on a few things that we missed while I was away in New Zealand, and some stuff from Comic-Con that we didn't talk about, or they're adjacent, or like stuff that happened this week. But yeah, one of the big things I really wanted to talk about, because I feel like this is too important not to mention, is that we lost the great Sam Neill a couple of weeks ago. And for me, it felt really eerie because I was in New Zealand when it happened, and obviously he's from New Zealand, and I just couldn't believe it, because I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram, but he had a great Instagram page where he posted all the time and like shared a lot of behind the scenes stuff, or just what he was up to, or visiting friends, or or promoting other friends' work or his own work. Like it was just a lovely Instagram page to follow. And then I just happened to be on there and scrolling, and then I saw a post from him, and it was the statement from his family that he passed, and I was just in shock for like a day, because this is I'm sure I can speak for us on some level, but this is a man who's a big part of our childhood, I think, in a lot of ways. Like Jurassic Park, of course, is like such a formative film for so many people, especially of our generation, because we were all in that ripe 5 to 8 year old sort of age bracket when it came out, and I was obsessed with dinosaurs when I was that age too. So, but I don't think I saw Jurassic Park until, I can't remember when I would have watched it for the first time, because it came out in 93, but it is a bit intense for probably someone who's 5
Yeah.
to be watching. So I can't remember when Mum and Dad showed it to me, but yeah, I definitely watched it in the 90s, and fell in love with it, and fell in love with Sam Neill. Like that was my first exposure to him as a performer, and didn't know he was from New Zealand then. I just assumed he was American, because kids don't understand acting at that age. and accents and all of that.
American movie, American person.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course, yeah, he was in Jurassic Park 3, and he was also in Jurassic World Dominion, where it was like the reunion of the original 3, him with Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum all together for the first time since the first film. And your mileage may vary on how you feel about that movie. I was not a big fan, but it was nice to see the original trio back. I thought that was really good. Another film from my childhood I love Sam in was Bicentennial Man. He plays the patriarch of the family in that, and he's in probably like the first half of the film, because it takes place over 200 years. And yeah, his performance is sort of the father figure that kind of guides Robin Williams' android called Andrew through the early stages of his existence as sort of this mentor. Was just a really lovely performance. I also love The Dish. That's a great Aussie film. If you haven't seen The Dish, please watch it. It talks about, like, it's based on a true story because it talks about like Australia's involvement with the moon landing and the radio telescopes in parks in New South Wales that I'm dying to visit one day. And he's great in that. It's a fun film. Like it's kind of wholesome, but it's also funny because like Patrick Warburton's also in it. He gets to play the American NASA scientist they send down to work with the Australians. Very funny. And then if you want some darker stuff from Sam Neill, like black comedy, I guess, Death in Brunswick was an interesting film.
Yeah.
Him and John Clark. I have very mixed feelings about that film. But it's, it's another classic for sure. And then you've got, of course, Dead Calm with Nicole Kidman and Billy Zane. I need to watch that. I haven't seen that. Or there's Event Horizon, which is a lot of people talk about Sam Neill's iconic performance in that film. I've only seen it once or twice. I've been meaning to rewatch it for a while now. So, but yeah, he goes completely batshit off the rails in that film, and it's just wild to see. And then speaking of his horror stuff, like he also did The Omen 3. He was an adult Damien in the third Omen film, and which was kind of his introduction to American audiences, I think. But of course he was also in Possession, which is another classic horror he did in the early 80s that I really want to watch. So.
And tie in Mouth of Madness on that one as well.
Oh yes, Mouth of Madness. Yes. Oh, and The Piano too. Yeah, he was in The Piano. I need to see that. He's got an incredible filmography.
Not just one genre. Just
anything.
Yeah.
Anything and everything Sam Neill did, and he did it incredibly well. And I think and he was in Marvel, of course. He played Odin in the dramatic performances of Loki's design. Pretty funny. But no, and Hunt for the Wilder People too. Speaking of Taika, yeah, he's amazing in that as well. Yeah, he just kind of did anything and everything, and it was one of the other lovely things to see was the outpouring of love from around the world for him, and just to see all his Jurassic castmates pay tribute, and many different directors and filmmakers and friends, and it really just I always felt like he was someone that was truly loved, but it was really nice to see just how loved he really was, and it was just also just very sad because he just survived cancer. He was declared in remission earlier this year, I believe, if not late last year. Like, it was very recent. And then, and then pneumonia comes in and just, does what pneumonia does when you're that age and you're already frail after having done, the kinds of treatments he had. And sadly, he's left us a bit too soon. But what an incredible legacy he's left for us all, and so many more movies and TV shows to dive into to really celebrate who he was and the work he did. So I'm definitely going to miss Sam Neill for sure. Fulya, do you have any thoughts and feelings? Have you seen many of Sam's films? I feel like some of his stuff's probably not in your wheelhouse, but what's your relationship with Sam Neill?
Yeah, look, I haven't really seen him in a lot. I haven't watched many of the older sort of shows or movies that he's been in. The Dish, Hunt for the Wilder People. I've never really watched those.
You would love them.
I think for me it was more like just looking at his credits of what he's been in. Just when he's kind of like a side character almost. You know, as you mentioned, Thor, Ragnarok, and then Love and Thunder, where he plays the actor version of Odin, which was really fun.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I noticed that he's also been in some of the more sort of family-friendly kind of movies, like Peter Rabbit, and he's, I think... I haven't really engaged with a lot of the work that he's done. He's apparently going to be in an upcoming movie though of The Legend of Zelda, the live action.
Yes, I was going to mention that in another story coming up.
Yeah,
soon.
which is very interesting.
Good to foreshadow.
At least that's something I can at least look forward to seeing on the big screen when it comes around to it.
And that top one right there. I'm looking forward to that one in the upcoming
Godzilla X Kong Supernova.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think from what I heard, the Legend of Zelda role was probably his last role that he.
Yeah, a lot of people have said this week when it was announced.
Yeah,
that, it might be his final
one.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have to jump into, like, I've seen Bicentennial Man. That's absolutely, like, I grew up with that too. So I really enjoyed that movie, and that's such a tearjerker. Holy crap.
It's so hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful film and story, but yeah. And then especially as we've talked about before, the passing of Robin Williams.
Yeah, I can't watch that now.
Adds a whole other layer of sorrow to it. Yeah, but it's a beautiful film, and if you haven't seen it, please watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. So don't really have much else I can really mention. Okay. Not a huge fan of the Jurassic movies.
Come on.
Not really I like dinosaurs, but I don't like them, hunting people down and
being dinosaurs.
Well, being dinosaurs, yes, but not in a scary way.
Mother Nature will kick you in the ass if you tamper with God.
But yeah, no, definitely. I know how much of a icon Sam Neill is, and just like hearing about all the stuff that he's done, the things that he's been in, and that he's been loved by many people around the world. So definitely sad to hear about this passing.
Yeah, for sure. Mike, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is a real kick in the dick.
Yeah.
I really enjoy his work because being an Australian cinephile, I've seen him in Death in Brunswick and all that, including one that we haven't mentioned, Dirty Deeds. Which is when was it? It was like early 2000s. It had Brian Brown in it as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was only in it for a bit part. He played like a police commissioner, and it was about the Australian underbelly, basically the Australian criminal scene, and how the mafia was sort of like, oh, Australia's sort of new to this, so we'll see if we can actually influence like the crime scene and that. And then I think it's based on roughly a true story where these two mafioso people coming in. One of them is actually John Goodman, so that's pretty cool. So
that is cool.
And they come to Australia and say, hey, here's the deal. We're pretty influential where we come from in America, so we'll be part of this. And Brian Brown's character is sort of like the boss, as it were, in I think it was based in Victoria, so Melbourne, and he takes him out to the bush, and stuff happens, and they basically hightail it out of Australia.
Oh,
so yeah. And yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a while, and I would recommend that, especially with that one, The Dish. He did a lot of like Australian TV shows as well.
Mm.
When he was out, because Rake, of course.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was also in Bond, the Alan Bond story, which is like a offshoot of the Underbelly series.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he's in that as well, and he was also in Peaky Blinders.
Yes, he
was,
was.
which I need to watch then because it was sort of on my list. It was like, one day, but it's probably I'll put that a little bit higher now. Because me and the wife are sort of, when we had the news, we sort of say, okay, let's watch some stuff that we haven't seen, stuff we have seen. Like we saw Hunt for the Wilder People, which my wife hasn't seen. And,
great.
And we decided to watch the Jurassic Parks that only had Sam Neill, so it was 1, 3, and 6.
I think so.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're up to 6 yet, and such a shame. And I really like John Carpenter's The Mouth of Madness, because that's part of the John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy.
Oh, right. Okay, I didn't realize.
It was The Mouth of Madness, The Thing, and Prince of Darkness, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Prince of Darkness. Yeah.
How it all deals with something happens and this would lead to the end of the world. So
yeah, hence the Apocalypse trilogy.
It was very prolific, and Hunt for Red October as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
So he's done a lot.
Did a lot
in his life. Yeah, it's real kick in the teeth. This is.
Yeah. Really, really surreal.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is like
I was really looking forward to The Fox, which he plays on Magpie.
Yeah, I think that's still coming out, I would imagine, or.
I think it's doing the rounds now. I mean,
okay.
It says 2025. But,
okay.
I think it was doing the rounds of the Melbourne Film Festival as well. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Is that Jack Courtney?
Yeah, it's Jack Courtney.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and Olivia Colman too.
Yeah.
Damon Harriman, Emily Browning, Claudia Dumin. Okay.
The who's who.
Wow.
Yeah, Olivia Colman plays the fox. Because,
cool.
A fox is British. So you need a British person to play a British fox.
Peter O'Brien, Frankie J. Holden. Wow.
Yeah. Australian film.
Australian film. Royalty. Miranda Otto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna have to check this one out.
Because I just saw the trailer, I thought this suits me down to the T. First thing the magpie says, "Fuck you, fox," and it's go fuck yourself.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be watching that. For sure.
So it's sort of like the R-rated babe.
Yeah. Take the sheep detectives and put some F words in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The way it should be.
The way it should be. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's good. All right. Rest in peace, Sam Neill.
Yeah.
We will miss you for sure. All right. On to some news that's still a little bit depressing. We're going to talk about some Marvel news.
Marvelous.
Something we hinted at last week for any of our eagle-eyed listeners and viewers. Marvel, can I renege on my blood oath to you just because I'm sad about this. They cancelled Wonder Man
Season
2 after renewing it only like a couple of months ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
And they announced last week that they had decided not to go forward with it. And everybody's kind of scratching their heads in surprise and disappointment. It makes no sense. The show was received insanely well by critics and by fans. And putting on a season 2 makes all the sense in the world, and especially given Yahya Abdul-Mateen II got an Emmy nomination for his performance in the show. I don't get it. It was just such a great story, and it was a superhero story we really hadn't seen. Marvel went a bit meta with it. Hello, Joey Pants. More of him, please. And it was just a great story, and it was a great like bromance between him and why is his name? Sir Ben Kingsley and his character. I know his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway.
Des.
We'll call him Des for now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, Travis Slattery. I remembered it. There we
Yeah,
go.
Des.
Des. Yeah. Yeah, Des. Yeah. Marvel haven't exactly said why they've decided to cancel it. But you know, people are kind of speculating that it has something to do with like they don't really have a lot of TV shows on the horizon. Like Vision Quest is pretty much the main one that they're kind of focusing on, because that's going to be the completion of the WandaVision trilogy. You know, yeah. So I don't really know. I'm just really annoyed that it's been cancelled because it was such a beautiful surprise, this show. And then the other thing was Mahershala Ali was interviewed recently because he was promoting one of his new films that's coming out. It's called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. And he was asked, of course, about Blade and the fact that we still don't have a Blade film. We still don't have, despite it being announced, you know, many years ago now. And obviously it's quite common knowledge that this film has had a lot of troubles behind the scenes. It changed directors and writers a bunch of times. And Mahershala basically said it's not happening with me, and I've moved on. He said, this is a statement he made. He said, "The best way I can answer this question is, when I look at what is for me, is it was either this or that, and I'll take this," referring to the new movie he's promoting now. No offense to them, I've been doing this professionally for pushing 30 years now. And one thing I've learned is that what is for you, and what is not, is not. For whatever reason, that project, Blade, is not for me. If they wanted to do it, we would have done it. So I have to move on, and I have moved on. Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother feels very much in alignment with the type of work I want to be known for. I don't really want to be known for remakes. I'd love to do original work that resonates with people and impacts them in unique ways. So I'm good. He says, again, you had me under contract. They have billions of dollars. If they wanted to do the movie, we would have done the movie. So we're not doing the movie. When I look at this and Blade, I couldn't have done both. And the reason this even exists is because that project fell apart. And the director, Tariq Bassam, who was directing Blade before stepping down originally, had the time, space, energy, and focus to go and write this and then approach me. So that director has now made this Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother movie. And I was able to use those skills that I've been working on for over a year training for Blade. In that way, I feel creatively redeemed on some level, just in my own journey between me, myself, and I. But I feel ready to move on from the Blade questions. Those questions are for them. They didn't want to do it, so they should answer the question. Well said, Mahershala. Well said. Yeah. Kevin Feige also spoke recently. He said that he felt like, quote unquote, a gigantic loser and failure over the collapse of the Blade reboot. 2019 is when it was announced. So, yeah. Really sad that this is was a foregone conclusion at this point. I think the fact that it went through the hell it went through, I don't think it was ever going to come to fruition, but it's nice to kind of have some closure, I guess, around it and kind of hear from Mahershala how he feels about what happened and he's, you know, doing the mature adult thing and his professional thing and moved on to another project that he was able to take his Blade skills into, which is kind of cool. But yeah, he would have been great.
Yeah.
But we're never going to get it, sadly. So disappointing. So yeah, a couple of heartbreaking bits of news. Fulya, do you have any thoughts on Wonder Man and Blade?
Blade, not so much, since I never really watched the original back in the day. So I don't really know too much about it. But in terms of Wonder Man, that had me a bit confused, considering how well received that show was when it came out. I felt like having a second season was inevitable with the amount of views it got. But the fact that they've decided to not go ahead with it is definitely very disappointing.
Yeah.
It was actually like a fun series, to be honest. Like, and there's just so much of the character of Wonder Man that we don't really know much about, right? We've only just sort of hit the tip of the iceberg of what his powers can do. Is just strength is all we know so far. But we don't know much else of anything, and whether or not we're going to see that character again in the MCU. So
Yeah.
it is really disappointing and it's like at a point in the character development that we're just getting started with him.
Yeah.
It's essentially what that season 1 was. But now we're not going to know anything else, and that saddens me.
Yeah.
Because I was actually kind of intrigued.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I guess we got to move on.
Yeah.
Mike, how are you feeling about these endings of these 2 projects?
Yeah, I won't touch too much on Blade because, as you said, foregone conclusion. It didn't really find any feet, and yeah, outside sources sort of dictated that because 2019, what happened in between?
Yeah.
Whole world stopped.
Yeah.
And essentially they were trying to play catch up. So therefore, where was Blade going to be set in? Like, so like the idea was it being a period piece in the
70s, was it?
no,
Was it earlier?
1800s.
Oh, it was 1800s.
Yeah, because the story of all the costumes were all bought and paid, and it's like,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and they couldn't really use them. And it's like, oh, I know, sinners. We'll just buy them from you and use them.
That's right.
So
yeah.
So that.
Yeah.
Wonder Man is a bit of a weird thing where that it just came out of nowhere because they didn't really promote it. They were sitting on it for about 2 years before it got released.
That's true, they were, yeah.
And I thought, we'll just chuck it on Disney Plus, all out, one night,
In one go,
see how it goes. Was very popular with the fans. It took Marvel into a new sort of area of the world where it was more cinematic than most, and it didn't quite look like anything else. Essentially, it does look a lot like the new Spider-Man, which does make sense because
it's Destin Daniel Cretton, the same director.
And I say that because Spider-Man is going gangbusters. They want him to do more Spider-Man or do more Shang-Chi because he also did Shang-Chi.
Yes.
And we haven't seen Shang-Chi for 5 years.
Give me Shang-Chi 2, Marvel. Come on.
Maybe after,
Maybe after, the Avengers stuff.
Doomsday.
Secret Wars.
Because we do see him fight Gambit. So he's turning up. So
he is.
So essentially, I think when they were talking about it, of the cancellation, Danny Cretton said, he said something along the lines of don't really blame Kevin because it's more of a higher up thing, and I can sort of see it's like, where would you put the second one, because we're about to do essentially a factory reset on the Marvel universe, and where would it be basically? And but it's such a shame because it was a very good show, and I really did like it. And I still hold the fact that they spoilers, but they escape prison, so Trevor Slattery can do a voice for Sonic 4.
Yeah. Yes, because Ben Kingsley.
Because canonically, it's parallel Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
I can't like that. So it is a shame, but hopefully Marvel is doing a course correction, and having seen Spider-Man, very tentative with the Doomsday and the Secret Wars of it all, of where is it just going to be like a cameo fest? I mean, but it'll be a bit of fun, and I'm not really expecting like huge stuff, like cinematic stuff, but who knows what happens at the end. But we'll talk about more of about that later.
Yes, we will.
Like right now.
Yes, I just wanted to quickly add to that point that the fact that Destin Daniel Cretton said that if it was up to Kevin Feige, Wonder Man season 2 would be made. I'm like, what kind of control does Kevin Feige have now?
It's high up.
Like that
We're
kind of
talking Bob.
that kind of like Mr. Iger situation.
I mean, they changed over Bob's in between.
They've got a new Bob.
I mean, the other Bob wanted more stuff for Disney Plus, and it was more catering for Disney Plus, and now new Bob comes in and it's like, let's just hold back. And
less is more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as Mike just said, some more Marvel stuff now. Some more positive stuff. Although I still think they're doing this too soon because X-Men are coming. Not only in Doomsday, where we're getting the classic Fox X-Men showing up, but Marvel is working on their own original take on the X-Men. And this week we had some casting confirmed. Well, the first one was confirmed a week or two ago, and that was, of course, Samara Weaving confirmed as Emma Frost. When I heard this, I was like, perfect casting choice. She's stunning. She looks the part. She is an Australian actress as well. So
I was going to say, related to Hugo?
I don't know if she's actually related to
Niece,
Hugo.
maybe?
I don't know. We could look that up. Fulya's on her IMDb page. Maybe it's in the trivia. So she's an Australian actress. She's most famous for the Ready or Not films. She's done a lot of. Okay. So she's Hugo Weaving's niece.
I was right.
There you go. I didn't know they were actually related.
I knew I could smell a weaving.
I knew I could smell a weaving. Fulya, can you scroll back up to her filmography? I just want to remember what else she's been in that I've seen. Oh yeah, she was in Babylon. I saw that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's in No Activity. Okay. That's a pretty good show. Oh yeah, she was in Bill and Ted Face the Music. She played one of the daughters of Bill and Ted. I can't remember which one.
Bill or Ted.
Bill or Ted. Oh yeah, she was in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, the remake of Picnic at Hanging Rock. Yeah. Ash vs. Evil Dead. She was in 3 episodes.
Who did she play in that?
And she was in Home and Away. That's where she got her start.
No way.
No way. An Aussie actor starting on a soap opera.
Right.
Who would have thought it?
Which one?
Yeah, which one? There's about 20 of them. Yeah, no, she's had a great filmography so far, and she's very talented actress, and she looks like Emma Frost, so just perfect casting. Well done. And then the other casting announcement that happened this week was another very talented young actor by the name of Kit Connor. Will be Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, in the upcoming X-Men film. He is fantastic. I've only seen him in Heartstopper, which is a Netflix series adapted from a series of, I don't know if they're graphic novels or novels per se, but it's an incredible show about like queer romance in high school and navigating coming out and coming of age as well. It's a beautiful show, and I haven't seen. They wrapped it up recently with a film version of like that kind of ended the story, and I haven't watched it yet, but apparently it was very good. Yeah, Kit Connor is really, really good in that. An Adventure in Space and Time, is that a Doctor Who thing?
Yeah,
it is a Doctor Who thing.
He plays Kid, so he plays Kid Charlie, so very young, so no wonder. Well, there you go. There's something that I've seen him in. only just.
Only just. There you go. Okay, so he's got some Doctor Who cred, Kit Connor. He's very talented. And another cool thing, speaking of queer stuff, he's a openly bisexual actor as well, and so that's really huge for Marvel to cast. They haven't really cast a lot of actors and actresses that are openly queer, and for someone like for them to go, this is our Cyclops, and then I think it's just really wonderful. I'm really happy with this casting and he's also a redhead too, so he's got the Scott Summers look down. So I can't wait to see what he does with the character. So yeah, really cool stuff. We just don't need an X-Men movie yet. So I don't know what this. If they're announcing actors, though, I feel like this movie is probably going to be out before the end of the decade. So I'd say 2029.
That's why they're casting young.
Yeah, these actors are pretty young. So yeah.
Like he's like 22, I think.
Yeah, he's early 20s. I think Samara's a little bit older. I think she's late 20s now. But yeah.
Which is good because I want to see like younger X-Men before like essentially they do become teachers in the Xavier school. So
Yeah, or sort of what they tried to do with the last iteration and didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were sort of like, what is the same timeline? What is in the same timeline? So it's just clean slate.
Yeah.
Doomsday happened.
Doomsday happened, clean slate, and let's have some X-Men. Fulya, do you have any thoughts on these two actors joining the X-Men roster?
Well, I'm not very familiar with Samara Weaving, but Kit Connor, I think the one that I can really say to is he's Bright Bill in The Wild Robot.
Ah!
He plays the duck, or the goose that ends up being an orphan in the movie. Essentially.
Okay.
And he does a very good job of the voice work, at least.
Yeah, cool.
I have not really seen him in anything else, to be honest.
He's done some video game work, I see, though.
He's not in those are not games I play.
Well, I tried.
Honestly, I was looking at that. I'm like, I
Yeah.
haven't played them.
He was in game.
He has it. He does a lot of voice work. By the
See
looks of
Rocket
things.
Man as well, so that's cool.
Yeah, he plays an older
Older,
Reggie.
whoever older Reggie is. I don't remember Rocket Man. I don't remember him in Rocket Man anyway.
I don't remember him in Ready Player One.
I don't remember him. Yeah, it must be a small part.
And he plays Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid.
Yeah.
Red kid.
I don't know too much.
Yeah,
But
it's okay.
considering that they're casting younger adult actors, I feel like they're getting to a point where by the time they do start filming, it'll be like the right age, I suppose.
Okay.
By that time. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually.
Eventually we shall.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yes, eventually. Mike, do you have any thoughts on Samara and Kit joining the MCU?
I think it's cool that they're sort of casting young because then you can, as we said, hit the ground running. And also, it's kind of cool that Kit is known being bisexual because there is like storylines in the comics where Scott, Jean, and Logan are a throuple.
Oh, they've actually done that.
Yes,
Okay, I didn't. That's awesome.
canonically. So
Okay, cool.
maybe they go down to just a
Could you imagine?
Make it different. It's like, oh, it's going to be it's a love triangle. Nope. Oh, come on. Young people at a school, of course, hormones are flying everywhere. And of course, being early 20s, they're going to be playing like teenagers. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be Degrassi High with mutants.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't
It's
wait.
going to be fun.
It's going to be good.
Nice. All right. Speaking of casting, our next bit of news is, as Fulya foreshadowed earlier, Legend of Zelda. We've got some more casting news coming out this week about who certain actors are going to be playing certain characters. Of course, the big one was the late Sam Neill. Was announced that he's going to be in the film as one of his last performances. They haven't said exactly who he's playing, but the word is he could be the King of Hyrule, is what I've heard. I don't know how legit that is. I don't know much about Zelda lore, so please feel free to correct me if I'm speaking out of turn.
Well, princesses usually do have a father. So.
Yes, true. On that note, they've also announced Yvonne Strahovski, an Australian actress most known for The Handmaid's Tale. She's an incredibly talented actress. She's going to be in it, and again, same with Sam, not confirmed what her role is, but they have said potentially Queen of Hyrule. So there's your king and queen. Another Australian, Deechan Larkman, who was most recently seen in Severance. Very, very good in that show. She's going to be playing Impa. She's actually been named as Impa, who is Zelda's bodyguard.
Yes. Kick-ass bodyguard.
Kick-ass bodyguard. Here we go. So that's exciting. I love Deechan, so it's really cool to see her in this as well. They also announced who Ganondorf is going to be. of course, the big bad of Zelda. And another Australian. This is just great. Aussies represent. Let's go.
Wow, New Zealand United. Don't have to go far.
Don't have to go far.
Yes.
Yes. An actor by the name of Uli Latukifu is going to be Ganondorf. The Gerudo form of the more monstrous Ganon. Is that yes? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Excellent. Means nothing to me. This is going to be my into the Zelda world. This movie.
This is before he becomes Pigman.
So yeah, for those who don't know Latukifu, he was actually the actor or one of the actors who played the young version of The Rock in Young Rock,
Yes.
the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in that, which is pretty cool. And then who else do we have here? An actress by the name of Lydia Peckham has joined the cast. She was recently in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and that was actually directed. I think Wes Ball's the director, and he's going to be directing Zelda. So he's pitched her from that into this one. But
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
yeah, I think so. But there's no word on who she's playing. So, and I haven't seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, or Netflix's The Kennedys. She was in that as well. I'm not familiar with Lydia Peckham, but I will be after this film. So,
She was in Cowboy Bebop, the live action.
oh, there you go. Oh, and she was in Nuremberg too. I still need to watch that. Yeah, very cool. But yeah, that's your cast shaping up for The Legend of Zelda. They're in post-production now on the film, and it's coming out next year on the 30th of April. So whenever they decide to drop a trailer for that, it's going to probably break the internet, I imagine. So
Probably.
I look forward to that day.
And
That'll
the
be fun.
most dislikes.
God, hopefully not. Fulya, thoughts on the cast for Zelda? What do you think?
I don't have much context for the Legend of Zelda characters, aside from the big, well-known ones that is usually the ones that people talk about. Link, Zelda, Ganondorf. They're the ones I know. It's cool that we got a lot of Australian actors coming into this. Kind of makes sense, considering that I think it's being filmed in New Zealand anyway.
Yes.
So, and yeah, so it just makes it easy, I suppose. And you know, I have a feeling that they're all gonna have like English accents of some sort.
Yeah, probably.
I would say.
I would imagine. Could you imagine if they all sounded ochre?
No.
I was gonna make the Odyssey reference.
Oh yeah, the fact that they all kept their accents in that one.
No, they're all American.
Oh, they're all American,
Including all the British people
Oh,
that you
boy.
know that are British, but they
British.
do an American accent. I kind of like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like you, Kendall, I'm kind of gonna be going into this kind of story of Legend of Zelda blind a little bit. I know bits and pieces here and there just from watching other people play it, and some of the lore. I have tried playing some Zelda games in the past, but I'm not very well versed in the world of Legend of
Right.
Zelda much. So yeah, I guess we'll find out and see how they all go. I'm just happy to
Yes.
see a lot more Australian faces and names.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. Mike, what do you think about these actors joining the ranks here?
It's got me itching my brain
Mm.
because Impa and Ganondorf, and when you named out what sort of Ganondorf it is, because there's a specific Ganondorf, that's the Ganondorf from Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
So my theory is it's going to be loosely based on Ocarina of Time, which is kind of fitting because the
Anniversary, the
remake is coming out as
Mm.
well. Cause,
Tie-in.
yeah. So that Gandalf, basically, he's from a tribe of all women, but he's the first like male out of like centuries. So canonically, it is a trans man.
Right.
That's what people are sort of saying. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Impa, awesome. So does that mean Princess Zelda is going to be another character maybe that I can't really spoil if they go down that road? because there's going to be a spoiler for the movie if they do it. But I don't know. Maybe they spoil it in the first 5 seconds. Yeah, it looks like an Ocarina of Time with a Breath of the Wild skin. Having a look at the clipboard, and
Oh.
because if you have a look at the clipboard, it's very, very
Umami.
Yeah, yeah.
I love when they use those code names. Those working titles, whatever they call them. Yeah.
So he definitely has the Master Sword. So the Master Sword's going to make an appearance, and the shield that we can't really see yet. That's another significant thing as well. Yeah, so I'm happy.
Cool.
It's going to be cool, and yeah, I'll probably give it a little tear when I see Sam Neill.
Yeah.
And I will say that if he is playing the King of Hyrule as well, because I've told you about my fan theory or fan sort of, if I was to make a Zelda movie, I would have like a portrait of the King of Hyrule, and it's the face of Robin Williams. Because he actually
he was a big fan of
he was a big fan, and he named
Yeah.
his daughter Zelda
That's
after
right.
the game
Yeah.
as well.
Aw.
And he did do an ad for the Ocarina on the
For
DS.
Nintendo,
Yeah.
For the
With
remake
with
for
his
that.
daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when doesn't he have the big bushy beard at the
Yeah,
time?
because he was playing. He was on Broadway. He was
Ah.
he was playing a lion. So, but he was a human,
Human.
and he was speaking.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, big
Nice.
beard.
Oh, bless you, Robin Williams.
Yeah,
That's two
so-
Robin Williams mentions on the pod.
Yeah.
Love it. All right.
I'm hoping maybe a little subtle hint to that, because big fan
Yeah.
of both.
Makes sense. All right. Moving on to our next item. Another live action interpretation of something that was definitely in a different format. Warner Brothers recently confirmed in an investor call or investor letter, I believe, email maybe. They're moving forward with a live action movie based on the Jetsons. And they have announced that Jim Carrey will be joining the film and playing, very likely, George Jetson, because a lot of people are saying that he's going to be leading the film. And some articles I read didn't mention him, didn't say that he was playing George, and then some articles did say he was playing George. So I'm just going to say he's George Jetson, because who else would he be? I'm down for this. I think this will be fun. I would love to see how similar to Fantastic Four it is, because Marvel's Fantastic Four had that retrofuturism look that the Jetsons had, and we made a lot of Jetsons comparisons when we talked about that movie last year. So now that they're actually doing a live action Jetsons, it'll be interesting to see how they adapt it and interpret it and stuff. And I guess this means, isn't George a redhead too? Like, they're gonna have to change give Jim a wig or dye his hair. It's also really good to see too, because he's been hinting at a retirement for a while. Jim Carrey pretty much hasn't done anything outside of Robotnik the last number of years. They're about to release Sonic 4, so but yeah, really cool to see him as part of this project, and I'm kind of excited to see how it plays out. Apparently Colin Trevorrow might be the director. He, of course, most famous for Jurassic World, the first Jurassic World film, and then almost making a Star Wars film that will live on in internet infamy, because it sounded very interesting, but we'll never get that one. But yeah, so yeah, I'm here for some Jetsons. Let's bring the nostalgia. Why not? Let's see what Jim Carrey can do with George. But George was kind of the straight man, if I remember, wasn't he? Or was he a bit silly? Do you remember?
He had his moments of like being a bit either clumsy or
okay.
he made mistakes at work.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
I suppose it was his boss. What was his boss's name? The short little man.
Yeah. Mr. Spacely.
Mr. Spacely.
Spacely, that's the one.
Spacely,
Yeah,
yes. Spacely was probably more the straight man, I guess. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. George was always the one trying to work things out or fix things when things went wrong, essentially. Or if he was the one who made the mistake, he would try to fix them. But then if it's his family that made the mistake, he'd be the one being like, great, now it's now it's up to me.
Yeah.
Kind of a situation. I could definitely see Jim Carrey as being the George Jetson because of the comedy aspect of it. Not to mention the fact that he can do slapstick humor pretty well.
Oh yeah.
So I can definitely see that being a thing. And I can, I think he can. Yeah, it's gonna be weird seeing him having red hair, but
Batman Forever.
Oh yeah, the Riddler. He has
never seen it.
Okay, he has like orange
Okay.
Yeah.
I would assume it'd be a bit more realistic in this sense.
Yeah.
Compared to that one.
Maybe.
You call this realistic?
Yeah. But also I am kind of curious as to how they'll make this live action version of the Jetsons. If they're saying that it's going to be somewhat similar to the futuristic look of Fantastic Four, it might be fun. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we will definitely see.
I think the trailer will definitely sell it a bit more.
Yeah. And where they're gonna go.
Yeah, definitely. Mike, what do you think of this?
Funny enough, I actually started watching some Jetsons because they're all on Prime.
Oh, cool.
As well as the Flintstones, and I've been introducing the kids to this
Nice.
Hanna-Barbera stuff. And yeah, essentially the jokes are, for the first couple of episodes, is, life is terrible. Isn't it terrible that we have to push button?
Yeah.
So essentially it's, even in the future, we're still complaining that we have to do stuff. But everything looks so easy and simple and yeah. So it would be interesting in how that would translate to nowadays because we are in the future because when it came out it was the 60s and then they sort of did a reboot of it in the 80s as well. So
which then made the movie that came out in 1990 and
yeah. So yeah, and I always when the rumor mill of Jim Carrey was being mentioned for the Jetsons movie, I was saying this is like, I don't know, maybe 15 years too late because Jim is in his 60s.
Yeah.
And it would be weird seeing a 60-year-old with a 40-year-old and the kids are teens and including a boy being pubescent. Maybe he's playing the dog. Maybe he's playing Astro.
Maybe he's Astro.
Astro.
Oh boy.
Because there was a movie that he was trying to do where he was becoming a fish. It was like a fish that had Jim Carrey's face on it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm tentative to know more of it because it's not really being launchy appealy for me. Like, I mean, we've had a live action Flintstones, and that was like almost 30 years ago.
It was, yeah. I didn't mind that live action.
Yeah,
Flintstones, very very 90s, but very.
As a kid,
it was great. Yeah.
Rose-colored glasses. It was a kid. Now I watched it. It's like me and Space Jam. Yeah, so I don't know. I think they missed their opportunity to actually do this. But it would be cool to see if they are playing the fact that this was the future from the 60s and probably that led the pathway from the Fantastic Four movie of it being retro futuristic stuff. And as long as the cars go
yeah,
I'll be happy.
we've got to have that iconic sound.
Yes.
Yeah, and essentially it's like the Jetsons and the Flintstones sort of go hand in hand. It's what if you did a classic sitcom scenario, like they did do the boss comes home for a dinner, so you can talk about a raise. But what would happen if that was set in the future? And that was the first episode where you see Rosie as well, the robot.
Yes.
So what? Yeah, I'm trying to figure what would you do then, because even that was like old hat back then. And you're also introducing a new generation to the Jetsons as well. So yeah, it's weird for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, banking on the fact that it is Jim Carrey and his stardom sort of rising again because of the Sonic movies, and I really like those movies as well. And even the kids, like even my kids, like know who Jim Carrey is now. It's like, oh, that's cool. So I don't have to scar you by seeing The Grinch or even Liar Liar. Oh, what's the other one? The Mask.
The Mask, Ace
Yeah.
Ventura. Yeah.
I don't know about Ace Ventura.
The second one.
Yeah, I mean, even watching that now, I mean, it's a bit transphobic.
Yeah.
It's like, no thanks. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it eventuates.
Mm-hmm.
It's still probably a year or two away. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Okay, let's speed through these next two. I just really wanted to shout this out because I know how much Fulya loves The Mummy. So
I love my mummy too.
So confirmation now. We've got 2 original players from the first Mummy film coming back. Oded Fair will be Ardeth Bay one more time. And we've also, in a surprising announcement, Kevin J. O'Connor, Benny, is coming back for the 4th film. And I don't know if anyone remembers what happened to poor Benny at the end of the first Mummy, but it didn't end so well.
Or did it?
Or did it? Maybe he's the new Mummy? No, I don't know. Who knows? But no, people are speculating, is Imhotep going to come back, considering like Ardeth was, directly connected with Imhotep, as, being that part of that group of people that he safeguarded him and kept him at rest. So, but yeah, this is fascinating to me. I mean, I'm not surprised to see Oded back because, I mean, how can you have a Mummy film with Brendan and Rachel and not bring him back as well? He's such an integral part. Obviously, John Hannah is returning as Jonathan as well, and yeah, but yeah, just having Kevin come back to play Benny, like I'm so curious by that. Like, what is that going to look like? What is this story that they're doing? But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. Now that they've added these guys in, I'm like, okay, we're locked in. We're like, let's go. I'm so keen. I'm so hyped. Fulya, are you hyped for this?
I am. I cannot wait. And the one little thing that I will mention, Oded Fair was in Melbourne for Metro Comic Con not too long ago.
He was, only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so that was actually really cool. So honestly, the fact that we're getting another Mummy, I loved the trilogy. The original trilogy was great. It was so much fun. I love that series. I don't think we really needed a 4th one.
No, I mean,
to be honest.
We don't.
We really don't.
But everyone's coming back.
But I'm happy that we're getting it. Yeah, exactly what you just said. The original cast is essentially coming back, and it's just gonna be. I just want it. I just want more of the same kind of humor they had in the first 3.
Yes.
Especially the first one,
yes,
because that was awesome.
Yeah.
And especially now because they've got a family. They've got a son. I kind of miss the world, I guess, is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since we've visited.
Yeah, exactly. So I am kind of looking forward to seeing where this new story is going and what they're going to be, what kind of tomb raiding they're going to be doing this time,
Yeah.
So this will be great. Brendan Fraser. We love Brendan Fraser. And Rachel Weisz.
Yeah.
So
Great cast.
really looking forward to seeing where this goes. Just all right. Now all we need now is a trailer,
Yes.
and I'll be sold.
I imagine we'll have a trailer by the end of the year because it's coming out next year. So
That makes sense.
fingers crossed. But yeah, before I throw it to Mike, just a quick shout out. Speaking of Bear being the bad guy, Michael Johnston. That's Bear from Obsession. So he's the actor that plays Bear in Obsession is going to be in this. So I'm guessing he's playing the son grown up, but I don't know.
But he's a piece of shit.
We don't like him. No, he's a good actor.
And also the woman Nikki, I think.
Who played Nikki?
Yeah. She even said she wants to be Mystique.
Yes, I saw
in
the X-Men. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, I would love to see her. Yeah.
No. I thought you said you loved me.
Give her the Oscar now, please.
Good
Seriously.
role.
Such a good role.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
yes. What do you think of Benny?
Benny. What do I think of Benny not being dead?
Yeah.
Well, goes to show, if there's no body, no death. So, coming back. But as what? Because maybe he's still stuck in there. And it took him 30 years to get out.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the scarabs kept him alive. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like, I'm back, and now it's the 50s.
Yeah.
Because it used to be the 30s. Now it's
Now
the
it's the
50s.
50s.
We're
Yeah.
doing a crystal skull.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
really
But
going to say.
better.
Yeah, hopefully better. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. As long as there's no fridges.
Yeah. No nuclear blasts.
No nuclear blasts.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll probably be a subtle hint, maybe.
Maybe. Would be funny.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to reference that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Can't really add too much.
Yeah, cool. That's good.
Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnston. All right, and one last thing to touch on, because I've been wanting to bring this up for a bit. Now feels like the right time. God of War, the TV show that our wonderful, podcaster, writer, Mark Bernardin has been working on. It's going to be brought out by Ronald D. Moore, who did Battlestar Galactica and Outlander and all that stuff. So a lot of behind-the-scenes drama on this one. A lot of people weren't happy when the original photo of the actors as Kratos and Atreus were released. They didn't really love the look. That was strike number one. But the biggest strike, sadly, was the fact that Ryan Hurst, who was cast to play Kratos, actually tore one of his biceps during a stunt.
Off.
Yeah, nasty. It was a really nasty injury to the point where he's required surgery and sadly recasting. Amazon made the decision that they unfortunately could not wait for him to heal to return to the role, which I think is a massive disappointment because I've seen Ryan Hurst in a few things, most notably in Sons of Anarchy. He was in that show and played a very pivotal character in that show. He's a very talented actor, and it would have been nice to see him kind of get his flowers in with this role. And I thought it was just perfect casting because he kind of looks the part. But sadly, it's not going to be now. And then, of course, the other rumor is that because they've had to recast him, they're talking about recasting Atreus. Callum Vinson is the young actor who was cast to play Atreus. And they might be, because of, I think, chemistry and, it's the two of them so integral to the story. They want to make sure they get that bond right. So they might have to recast him. Depending, I don't know if that's confirmed because he's still listed on the IMDb page. But, however, this week it was announced that the one and only Dave Bautista might be stepping into the role of Kratos, which I think is a good decision. I mean, I would have liked to have seen someone who's had a less prolific film career, maybe, someone who's similar, like I said, Ryan Hurst kind of is someone that he's not a name, if you've seen the stuff he's done, you'll know who he is. But if I say Dave Bautista, you know who Dave Bautista is. He's Drax, right? He was a wrestler. He was, he's a fantastic actor. He's very funny, and very, heartfelt when he wants to be, So it would have been nice to have someone kind of step into this role that was a bit more unknown. But that being said, I think Dave Bautista is gonna really fit the role in terms of the appearance. He just have to obviously grow that beard out a bit, and we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I don't know what their vision for the show is really. I mean, I haven't played the game. It's based on the first of the newer God of War games, so Ragnarok being the sequel of that. But yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still excited. I'm just really sad for Ryan. It's such a great opportunity for him, and for it to come undone in such a way is just devastating. But yeah, hopefully the show comes out and is good because I always like to watch the stuff Mark Bernardin works on because he's such a good writer.
He did an episode of Cape Crusaders.
Did he work on season 2?
I don't know.
Season 1 he did.
Yeah.
I remember the season 1 episode he did. That was really good. But yeah, I need to watch season 2 of Cape Crusader. But yeah, Fulya, do you have any thoughts maybe from a gaming aspect around the God of War stuff? Does this interest you at all, or do you think Dave Bautista's a good fit for the character?
So, and this has been sort of going around in the gaming sphere that I'm a part of. A lot of people have been mentioning the fact that giving the role to Dave Bautista, like he might be a good fit for it. The thing is, he's lost a lot of weight
Yeah, I was gonna say.
since the Guardians movies. He's slimmed down quite a bit. He's lost a lot of muscle since then for other types of roles that he's been cast in. So the fact that he would have to now rebuild up, really rebulk up his body again, I don't know, and especially at the age that he's at now,
Yeah,
whether he'd be willing to put in that kind of work
Yeah.
to rebuild
Yeah.
his body to become
Maybe.
Kratos. It'd be interesting to see how he would be able to play that role, because he has the look for it at least. I feel like it's just going to be really hard on his body after all of that muscle loss. And it's so unfortunate for Ryan, who was
Yeah.
originally cast, and hearing about his injury just definitely really was
Awful.
sad to hear. Just and like I wouldn't wish anything like that upon anybody, to go through that kind of like injury or pain or anything like that. So the fact that his recovery is going to take that long, and that Amazon doesn't want to wait that long to get him back into it. Not to mention the fact that even after his recovery, what are the chances of him doing a similar kind of injury or making it worse?
yeah,
You know, later down the track. So I can understand them wanting to recast someone who's, fit and ready to go. But I'm kind of on the fence about it being Dave Bautista, just based on the fact that he's not his usual muscly self that he used to be.
that was
Yeah,
seen.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of where my head's at. I've only played the first God of War game, so the 2018 version. I am still curious, and I will probably most likely watch this series. And just based on the fact that they've already got one hell of a cast list
Oh yeah, it's a great cast.
for
Yeah.
this show. And I can definitely see where a lot of these particular actors can do have the look for those characters as well. Just from my own memory. And I kind of look forward to seeing them realized in a more live action sense. So I'd be curious to watch this. I look forward to it, but yeah, it's just really, really tough break for them right now with the Kratos role. Just no, they're not having a good time with it, unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
Mm.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts, Mike. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think it's a bit sad, but also they've thrown plenty of money at this, and they're gonna have to refilm
Absolutely.
everything,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
go back to basics. Find someone as quickly as they can who fits the bill. I agree. Dave Bautista could do it, but he has slimmed down.
Yeah.
For other roles, and hopefully Dr. Hugo Strange, in Batman, who's a psychiatrist who's also a nutcase, and I can see him doing that, especially after seeing him in a Shyamalan. What's that Shyamalan movie that he was in? He was like this big hulky guy who had little glasses.
Oh yeah. I know the one. I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they find someone, and if worse comes to worse, it will be Dave Bautista. Cool. It'll be okay. I mean, people have been saying no, he needs to be he needs to be Bane. It's like, no, I don't think he wants to do Bane. I think he wants to do other more rounded characters instead of like the big hulking mask, and he's done that with Guardians. So
Yeah.
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 So hopefully they find someone as quick as they can,
Hopefully.
and get it done. I want to see it.
I'm gonna
It's all about
share.
me.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, nothing's really jogging my memory.
Oh, Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I never watched it. But
Cabin.
I meant Cabin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He knocks at the cabin.
He knocks out the cabin.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah.
Wait, he was in Last Airbender.
Mm.
Is that the movie that
that's,
got
that's
leaked?
the movie.
I still haven't seen it.
Neither
Yeah,
have I.
neither have I.
It's come out. No,
It's on the it's on the list.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
I can watch it legally or not.
Yes. All right. That's the nerdy news for the 400th episode.
Yay!
Jam-packed, bulky, and
Yeah.
just stacked just like Batista used
Yep.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now it's time to roll on up to the trailer park.
Yes.
Yes.
Rolling up to the trailer park where we all park all the trailers. Hee-ha.
All right. For trailer park, we're actually doing something really different and kind of fun for this trailer park for our 400th episode. We're basically going to do sort of a trailer park retrospective sort of segment, sort of like a rewind. Let's think about what our favorite trailers over the years have been. And they could have been trailers that we've talked about on the show, or they could be trailers that we just really liked from, maybe when we were a kid or something.
Yeah.
Or a favorite movie. Like, what's your favorite movie? What's the trailer for that? So, based on all of that, so I immediately, for my trailer pick, went to two different films. The first, I will just give a quick honorable mention because I almost picked as my trailer The Force Awakens.
Oh.
Just because, that was the first time we were returning to Star Wars in, it was 10 years since Revenge of the Sith when that came out. And, it was the first Disney Star Wars, and it was the return of Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and, Carrie Fisher, everyone coming back. Yeah, it was such a big film, and I just remember those trailers, I rewatched them to kind of see if they still sat with me the same, and one of the trailers still did, and I was like, ooh, this is good. But then I picked something else. And actually, and as soon as I started playing, I'm like, okay, I'm right in the feels with this one. My pick for my trailer for Trailer Park for 400th episode is the first trailer for Avengers Infinity War. Because, of course, it has to be an Avengers trailer. I remember... I pretty much remember exactly where I was when I saw this. I think I was at Phil's house in Gisborne, about to do a podcast, and I filmed myself reacting to it. Because I used to do reaction videos, don't you know, back in the day?
You should do Marvel.
Oh, I think you picked a different one.
Did I?
Maybe. There was two. It's not the new one. It says official trailer. That's the one I picked.
This one?
Yeah, that was the first one.
That one. Okay.
So this was the trailer where, we first heard, like it begins with the there was an idea to bring together a group of individuals to, see if we could be something more. Like they have that whole Nick Fury speech, but voice overed by the different actors. And it was the beginning of the culmination of everything we'd watched over the past 10 years. Like it was such a momentous film, and rewatching the trailer today really just put me back. It was 8 years ago now. Fuck. Put me back in that time when like the MCU was like at the peak of its power basically, and really couldn't do anything wrong. And it was our first time seeing some of these characters together. Doctor Strange and Tony Stark and Peter Parker's in the mix. We get to see the Spidey sense tingling away.
He's Peter Tinkle.
He's Peter Tingle.
Peter Tingle.
Exactly. There's just so many great shots in this trailer. And then here's my boy Loki. Yeah, holding up the Tesseract. I remember
again.
I lost. Yeah, didn't know at the time watching that trailer. I'm like, that shot's like 2 minutes from him being choked to death by Thanos. Love that Thanos is the next character that walks in that shot, in that trailer shot. But yeah, there's so many epic shots. Get this man a shield, says Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther.
And a meme was born.
And a meme was born. And Hulkbuster's appearing. Black Widow's doing a thing. Like, it just was epic, and the score set to this entire trailer is just it just slaps, it just hits in all the right places, and it's just they don't even show you any of like Thanos's
Minions?
his minions. I can't remember what they were called. They had a name. Anyway, it's been so long since I've watched it. But they're in there. You see them doing stuff, but you don't see their faces. And then and then here at the end of the trailer comes the epic fake shot.
Fake. It's all fake.
The fake shot of everyone running to the camera, and you've got Hulk as Hulk there, and we all know that wasn't Hulk in the film. He wasn't. Bruce was not being the Hulk. He couldn't become the Hulk. And then of course the Guardians showing up. It was that shit was wild. That shit blew my mind. It blew everyone's mind.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah. And of course, like the Endgame trailer is like the next step up from
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, it just I think that trailer just really represents a time in my life that I like. I was the MCU was the best, and I loved doing my reactions to the trailers, and it was just the hype was so intense for that film. Like it was just oh my god, yeah. And then it was one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. Period. Like people say what you will about the MCU now. I mean, Infinity War is it's just...
I did joke. It's like, well, that's the pinnacle. It's all downhill from here. How right I was.
Oh.
Anyway, it's okay. But yeah, so that was my pick. It's just it's the perfect tease for this, and like the stage setter for what was to come. That was gonna rip my heart out of my chest. And, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
On the memes. Is it out of context? Show pictures. It's like pile of dirt.
Yeah. The memes were so good.
Yeah, they really were.
Yeah, and then our first like full like proper look at Josh Brolin as Thanos in that film too was just like, holy shit, Thanos is here.
It's his story.
It's his story. It's his exactly right.
Thanos will return.
Ooh, chills. Yeah, it's good shit. Fulya.
Yes.
As much as I want to keep gushing about Infinity War, I really want to hear what your trailer is. What did you pick?
So it was definitely going to be something animated. Obviously being me. But I also did try to sort of jog my memory on a lot of other movies that we've seen in the past and then we've watched trailers for. Thunderbolts was one of those ones that kind of I want to mention because I really did. It did kind of resonate with me in a way that I was really looking forward to watching that to see where that was going. And then, finding out what the movie was really about and just made me cry so much and I loved it so much. So that's kind of like an honorable mention for me. Another honorable mention I just want to quickly say is for Turning Red.
What a film.
What an absolute awesome way to introduce these teenage girls being big fans of this boy band and kind of what we would have gone through back in our time as well.
For sure.
So it's definitely relatable in that sense and just, hyper fixating all these boy bands. And the fact that they also in the trailer had NSYNC's It's Gonna Be May as the overall song for the trailer was great because the main character's name is May. So it worked out really well. And they're also a boy band, so it works really cool. And so that was also another shout out I just wanted to make there. But the one that I really want to sort of talk about is it's a Disney film, but it's also Marvel adjacent.
Okay.
And it's animated.
I think I know what it is.
And it's Big Hero 6.
Yes.
The Big Hero 6 trailer really took me back. And I don't know what it was, but it was definitely just the Baymax of it all.
Yeah.
And not to mention the song from, I think it was Fall Out Boy.
Yes.
Immortals.
Immortals, yeah.
Yeah. So cool, very futuristic. It like mashing together the fact that it's San Francisco, but it's Tokyo put together. San Francisco was born.
Yeah.
And then just sort of like starting off with the fact that, you know, Hiro is at the police station, is like, oh my God, I'm being chased, you know, with these microbots that I made, and he brings Baymax along, and Baymax got all these holes in him, and he's trying to fix himself with sticky tape, and it just makes for great comedic timing.
It's so
and they hold it on that scene for a little while he's trying to fix himself with tape.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're just watching it right now. It's so funny.
It's so good. And it filled my heart with joy so much watching this trailer. And then just sort of going into the rest of the trailer where, you know, Hiro is like, well, the police aren't going to help me, so I got to do it all myself. Or, you know, bring my friends along with me. And it's such an epic sort of way to bring an animated children's movie to the screen and make it for everyone.
Yes, I agree.
You know?
Yes.
And I absolutely love Big Hero 6 as a movie overall in general.
It's a great film.
It's so good. And they just the trailer just really hit home. For me, and so nice. I loved it, and you know, Baymax is everything. We love Baymax.
We love Baymax,
and especially when he's low battery.
Yeah,
Harry, baby. I love it. It's so great. That's absolutely my pick. The awesome. Big Hero 6 trailer.
That's a great pick. I know they did like a little TV show thing on Disney Plus, didn't they, for this?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. And I watched it.
Okay.
And
is it good?
It's not bad. Like it's like a very short sort of limited series.
Yeah.
Of, you know, Baymax is going out trying to go out and help more people.
Yes.
In his way. But it's not he finds different he goes out purposefully to help people, but then those people don't really need that help, so they kind of end up pushing him away, but then he finds another way to help them.
Okay.
Somehow.
Yeah. I know, I just wish they made a movie. Another, like a sequel. Like, the fact that Disney is so keen to just sequelize all of their IP. I feel like especially with the superhero wave, like this movie came out around the time of like the first Avengers movie. That's how old Big Hero 6 is. Like 2013, I think
it's
was.
11 years ago.
Yeah.
It's
okay,
crazy.
maybe a bit older.
A little bit older.
A little bit more recent or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like I don't
honestly,
understand why they didn't capitalize on that.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, how could they have not done a sequel to it, you know? And even if it was following one of the other characters.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Maybe.
You know?
Or unless they were focused on, like, I mean, Incredibles 2 came out in 2018, so, like...
Maybe.
There was that, but... And we're getting an Incredibles 3. But yeah, I want a Big Hero 6 too.
Yeah.
More Aunt Cass. She's hot.
Yeah.
Starting of the Pixar mums and how the big shift is like, ooh, mum bods are cool now.
Mum ballads are cool.
Yeah.
TH.
Yeah. Thank you, Fulya. That's a great pick. I love that. That's awesome. All right, Mike. What's your trailer for our 400th episode?
Yeah, I was trying to rack my brain. I was like, I don't really remember that much of trailers and the impact, but I do remember certain things that led to impacts. And I'm sort of tossing and turning over two, but I think I'll start with this one because it was impactful at the time, but it sort of led to especially changing my life. It's got to be the season 1 of the live action One Piece.
Oh, yes.
And how we all talked about it, and it's like, yeah, this is interesting, and then it sort of snowballed from there.
Yes. I agree.
These two especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I had originally seen the first 60-ish episodes like at least a decade ago.
Okay.
So like before there were any kind of like anime subscription services at the time. And I kind of stopped watching. I think might have been because I wanted to watch something else and then I just forgot about it or whatever. Anyway, never got back to it. But that live action lit a fire in me to go back and rewatch the anime.
Yeah.
But it lit a fire in you in such a really, really new way.
It led to us talking about it and so yeah, we'll probably watch it and talk about it.
Yes.
And then just snowballed to okay, I'll watch because on the internet it was going to be the first 35 episodes, so I watched that and it's like, oh, this is great. And then we got the Arlen Park arc.
Yeah.
And then it got to Nami's bit. I was like, oh, this is something special. And then it's like, oh, that was great. And then we watched the first season of the live action. And it's like, oh, this is kind of interesting how they sort of mix and change. And who's this guy? who's Garth? Who's this guy? He's not in
Garp, yeah.
He's not in the thing. And then they said, oh, he doesn't come into like water, like the
ages
in the water. Yeah. It's like, wait, you're saying it's spoiled.
They spoiled it.
Spoiled it from this bit, and actually learning that he's his grandfather. And it's like, okay, and then that's when it snowballed. It's like, okay, the second season is going to be up to Drum Island, so you got to do that. And then watching all that, including Drum Island, and then what makes a man die, and just like, oh, this is fantastic. I'm going to go all the way to Alabasta, and just watching the second season. No, it was like close to the start of the second season. I was like, okay, if we're going to be spoiled for Garth, I'm going to watch until the
as much as possible.
Yeah. And I got up to the time skip.
Yeah,
I thought that would be enough. No,
that's
not enough.
Yeah,
Bartomelo, who the hell's that? And then all of a sudden, Sabo is in the background. I was like, you spoiled it for me. I thought he died. I cried, but he's there. Okay, yeah. So definitely that teaser trailer definitely affected my stuff. But
yes,
if we're going to go on my little what effects and has happened, including outside world, I have to say the one trailer that was sort of a big joke at the time, but they decided to change something, and that's the first Sonic trailer. Watching that and the reaction from the internet at large went into like mainstream, including outside of the internet.
It's that second one, isn't it?
I think it was this one.
No, before the redesign, or is that with the
That
original?
is the redesign.
That is the reason. Where's the?
I think that one was the redesign.
This one doesn't look like the redesign.
Yeah, that's the original.
That's the original.
That is the original?
One. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Oh, is that just entertainment tonight, just talking about it?
Who knows? Or it could be just them showing it.
Or probably they just hid it from the world like forever.
Yeah.
Scrubbed it from the internet. Yeah, so the face that launched 1,000 petitions.
Yeah,
interchange as like at last the and then Gangster's Paradise. And people going, what the hell is that? Yeah, that's the original.
It is the original, I think. Yeah.
When he does the cat thing.
Yeah.
And that led to Ugly Sonic from Chippendales.
Yes, which was absolutely hilarious.
And yeah, it was like the first sort of Jim Carrey thing to actually come out in ages. And I'm so glad that they decided, okay, we'll change the design, change a couple of things, and then it just went gangbusters. And then all of a sudden, the fourth one is being made right now. And
it is.
And it definitely lit a fire under the ass of Nintendo to get their stuff out.
I think you're right. Yeah, for sure.
So it's definitely the remaking of the Sonic. Yeah, this is it.
Oh yeah,
there it is.
There
he is with his terrible face and teeth and
Yep.
Oh, mate.
I'm so glad they redesigned it. I'm so glad.
It doesn't look good at all.
No.
Yeah. It
Well-
even just looks like bad CGI too, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a cartoon, just make it a cartoon.
Just make it a cut. It doesn't need to be like too anthropomorphic. Like, you don't need to make him like a human.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's not a human, right?
Let's go by Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit. Sort of. Just make it a cartoon. Like people, it's for kids. They can like it. If they like it, they like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And what was the other James Marsden? Was it Hop? Where he also
Oh
has
yeah,
a
he's in
rabbit.
Hop.
Oh, the rabbit.
The
Yes,
rabbit,
yes.
Yeah.
I never
And-
saw that.
And then I think the meme came out that we need James Marsden to interact with Rocket Raccoon. Because then there's a shot of James Marsden with the rabbit in a car, and you got Sonic in a car with him, and they've got to get Scott Summers with Rocket Raccoon in a car somewhere, so, just so they can have the trilogy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, and then
And then you get the
real action, and then that led to the other episodes, other movies to go. Okay, let's just go nuts. 'Cause
Yeah.
Sonic lore is huge. It's you can grab whatever, and it just works. And
Yeah.
and almost 4 movies in and 1 TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been massive for Paramount. Like,
Yeah.
Insane.
And
crazy.
It's led Jim Carrey to do a live action Jetsons.
Yeah.
movie.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the road.
Yes.
This is the road. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love that. Like.
yeah, I mean, I would say an emotional twinge for me that I just remembered, because the movie wasn't that great, but the trailer sort of got my emotional nostalgia-ness. Like when it was the 2016 Ghostbusters movie,
Yeah.
and they had the piano.
Yeah.
And it, dun, 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 and it's just Meerkat. It's like, I know that. Cry.
Yeah.
And then stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some good nostalgia ones
Mm-hmm.
in there. Yeah. Awesome. Great picks.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. Like, I mean, we all kind of picked something that meant something to us.
Mm.
I think that's really sweet.
And also, my kids love Sonic.
Oh, good.
Out of all of it, it's like I didn't really deal with Sonic when I was a kid. I didn't really have. I didn't have a Sega or anything like that. I just
Yeah.
knew of Sonic.
Same.
But yeah, now my kids know Sonic and they want to play Sonic.
Gotta make Sonic happen.
Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go reasonable speed.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was our 400th episode Trailer Park retrospective. Right in the feels. That was really cool. We should do stuff like that more often. That was
And we've
fun.
got a bit of a weak trailer park.
Yeah, so we've got a week Trailer Park. Let's just mix it up and do something right
Yeah,
now.
let's not talk about fucking Jumanji.
Yeah, to be honest, I saw that trailer
Same.
before Spider-Man, and I was like, they should have stopped at 1.
Portal
Anyway.
in the sky again.
We love a portal in the sky.
Yeah, since 2026.
It's 2026, and we're still doing portals in the sky. Anyway, let's talk about something really cool.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah.
it's time
Yeah.
for the moment, the
Aha.
segment,
Yes.
the section,
Whoa.
the part, the place, the thing, the
Popcorn culture.
Yes.
X-Men 95.
X-Men 95. Yeah.
X-Men 98.
Yeah. X-Men.
I'll get it one day.
X-Men 90s. X-Men 97. We
Well,
are
we were
here.
able to do that.
That was great.
We can never pull that off online.
No.
Yeah.
No, we just sound like a cacophony of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Do injustice to the iconic theme song. Popcorn culture time. We are going to talk about X-Men 97. It's been a few weeks since we've sat down with this show and talked about it. There's been a few episodes. We have 5 to catch up on.
Season 4.
Season 4.
Yeah.
We are going to be talking about The Rise of Apocalypse Part 2, Weapon X Lies in DVDs, Danger.exe, Strangeland, Savage Heart, and the most recent episode, The Dead Man's Hand.
Dead man tell no
Dead
tale.
Man. We're probably not going to go into too much detail.
No.
Because otherwise we'll be here for 5 hours per episode, knowing us. So I just kind of skimp over the details and talk about, which episodes we liked more than others, maybe. Certain major events that happened. There were some pretty big events that have happened in this show of late, particularly in Rise of Apocalypse Part 2. And this week's episode, The Dead Man's Hand, was also right in the feels. Fulya's still recovering, I think. But yeah, it's a fantastic show. So I've I was watching them a bit while I was in New Zealand. I literally had my phone out, and if I had a spare half an hour, before everyone got up, I was watching the episodes. Because why not? So yeah, I was able to stay kind of pretty much up to date with them. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I'm trying to remember season 1, and I feel like season 1 was more of a cohesive story with a couple of random bottle episodes. This season's starting to feel the opposite, more bottle episodes, and I guess that's what we were talking about earlier in weeks ago about how the team is separated. So we have all these different new teams sort of that have kind of happened, and so therefore we are getting more bottle episodes because of that. But even with the team back together, because in this stretch of episodes we obviously see everyone come back to the present. So no one's in the past.
Don't you mean the
future
past?
Anymore. The past. Yeah, sorry, the past.
Yeah, it's
1997. They do make a point in the show of saying gotta get back to the 90s. And I kind of like that. It's a bit cheesy, but it makes sense. And they're just gotta get back to the 1990s.
90s cheese.
90s cheese.
Cheese TV.
Cheese TV. Oh my god.
That's 90s.
That is 90s. But yeah. And just, I don't know, but I feel like the bottle episodes here are working well, and they are still kind of carrying this overarching story of, what are we doing about Apocalypse? What are we doing about the mutant, quote unquote, threat in the world at large? How is the world responding? We've got the X Factor team that's supposed to be the new X-Men team that's, working on behalf of the government. And then, X-Force is causing a bit of mischief. And then you've got Wolverine, and he gets his own episode that was really interesting as well. I do like the play, the pun in the title, Weapon X Lies in DVDs, is a reference to, was it Sex, Lies and Videotape? Was a movie that came out in the 90s. So I think that's quite funny. And then we even get in the Danger EXE episode, an AI goes rogue sort of episode, That was really, really interesting. And I'm also got to say, just seeing the screenshot of Polaris, she's been a welcome addition, I think, to the season.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got her own card in the intro too.
Yes, she does. She's very, very cool. Overall, I'll bring up specific events as we go through the discussion, but yeah, overall I think it's definitely holding court with season 1 in a lot of ways, in terms of the stakes and the gravitas and the heavy storytelling they're doing and the world building, and the writing is just consistent on this show. So it's just awesome to see. Fulya, what did you think overall of these episodes?
Yeah, look, as soon as I got into the Rise of Apocalypse Part 2 and then just sort of continuing on from there, it really hit really hard, and a lot happened that it's just I think my brain just got overstimulated with everything that happened over those.
It's a lot to take in. They're all very different episodes.
Especially with dealing with time travel and knowing where everyone is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
It's hard to keep up.
I think the segmented episodes of the Wolverine and Morph go off and do their thing. I wasn't sure where it was going, but when the folder came out with Weapon X and I saw that happening, and I thought, is this a Deadpool reference? What's happening?
Yeah.
I honestly forgot that it was the adamantium project and all that
Yes.
sort of stuff. But then going into like Danger EXE, like I had a feeling it had something to do with the Danger Room, and then like especially considering that Xavier was all about the Danger Room is there to train you for the worst possibilities out there, and then the fact that the room turned against them was an interesting story in itself. Very akin to real life, I guess, potentials in the future. But yeah, I think for me, what landed the hardest was the last 2 episodes, especially episode 8, The Dead Man's Hand. That tore me apart so hard.
Yeah.
But and we'll potentially be getting into it, so I won't say too much more. But overall, these have been very strong episodes for this season. I think just overall, just in general, from the first 8 episodes that we've gotten already, it's been a very strong season, and it's living up to what the first season was. So, and coming into season 2, I'm happy that I had gone back and watched the original animated series after season 1 had finished.
Yeah.
Then I went back and watched the original animated series prior to the 97 era. And I'm so glad I did that, because now I've got a lot more backstory on the characters. I know a bit more about the world. And then now just jumping into season 2. And honestly, for the first, up until episode 7 in this season, I was thinking to myself, because every time the title cards came up, and I watched through them all, because they always put in like hints and they give you the characters that will most likely be in the episode.
Yeah.
But like they haven't gotten rid of Gambit especially when it's the original, how at the end of that title card they're all coming together and they're attacking. They didn't get rid of Gambit, so my inner thoughts were, I hope I don't know if they're going to bring him back, but if they do, I hope they do. I hope it's a really good way that they do it. And then when we get to episodes 7 and 8, I'm just like, oh, my heart, why?
Yeah. Wow.
But no, it's very, very good very good so far.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, Mike, what do you reckon over all these 5 eps?
Yeah, it's all right. Just like the season 1, I really like the fact that there is an overarching storyline with Apocalypse and what he's been doing, and having adventures like outside, especially with Wolverine. From what we see from the last season, he lost his adamantium because of Magneto. So, and he's fighting with the idea is I can either be Logan or Wolverine, and I can't be Wolverine without the adamantium. I'm not good enough without the thing. And Morph is there being the Jiminy Cricket on his shoulder,
The conscience,
yeah, and also there's a bit of a love story as well as that, because there's definitely an affection between these two and their story that dates back to the original series. And what they were up to.
Yep.
And this is sort of a continuation of different storylines from that, because we get Sabretooth and all the others as well. And I suppose I like Danger EXE. I just thought it's charming, it's fun, but I just want to get down to the nitty gritty. But yeah, number 7, I kind of like of a good adventure outside, but also it's making reference to the real world and what's happening with that, and how mutants are being perceived. It's always a fundamental with the X-Men of these are the outsiders, but they have a power, so they can be they have a power, so they need to be feared or anything like that. So it's definitely the bigotry and all that stuff, and it's good, and it's a good storytelling when you can change it even though it can relate to real life and all that, I really liked it. And Colossus is VIP. And I think that's the post-credit scene where they find out that what happens with Gambit at the end of that. And I always knew that Gambit would be coming back, even from the first season, where Apocalypse was picking up a card and going, okay. So he's got things happening. It's like, and after watching the Apocalypse movie, Apocalypse always needs his 4 horsemen.
Yes.
I always thought that Gambit would be the four horsemen. Like, he would be Death, because he died.
Yeah.
Witness me. No, remember me.
Remember it.
Remember me. No, that's good. But when I saw that and I saw the body of Apocalypse, I thought, oh, it's much worse. He's not a horseman. He's the embodiment of what Apocalypse is on this plane. And yeah, the 8th episode was really, really great and gut-wrenching and terrible. Having said that, I thought they would have that in the very last episode.
Yeah.
But this is the penultimate episode, and I'm worried what is going to happen next Wednesday.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Where are we going now? Have they stopped Apocalypse, or is Apocalypse inevitable? Because he always comes back.
Yeah,
always.
That was the other thing too. Especially watching, episode 4, and the way that ended. Oh my god, I felt so sorry for Xavier.
Yeah, I really want to go into that scene. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's okay. So this has been the one thing I've really just wanted to talk about with you guys for like the last month is the death of Magneto.
Yeah.
What, he died?
Holy.
But no one dies in this. Even Gambit come back.
He can come back.
It's cartoons.
It's
comics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really loved Rise of Apocalypse Part 2. It's probably my favorite episode, to be honest, given I loved Gambit as well. Not as much as Fulya, because few do. Mon ami. But obviously, yeah, the Gambit stuff is super heart-wrenching for me, but I think in terms of X-Men lore and stuff, like the fact that they've been sent back to try and stop the Rise of Apocalypse, they almost fucking do, and then Ramatut, being Ramatut, has to fucking fuck shit up, and Kang the Conqueror will do what he will, and then we end up in kind of the end of Magneto's arc, really, coming to this place of self-sacrifice, of thinking maybe he's making amends for all the mistakes that he made and all the damage he caused and stuff. And, he began to do that with Genosha. Genosha was the beginning of that for him, making things right. And then we see the end of his story as he's I remember talking about part 1 and how Charles and Magneto were at opposite ends about whether or not N-Sub-Nur could be saved, right? And then you even see Charles start to kind of come around a bit in this episode, and then it all just goes to shit. And that scene, I was
yeah,
oh my god,
same.
Watching that scene play out with Apocalypse N-Sub-Nur has become Apocalypse. He's assumed the powers from the Celestial. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Celestials. How are we?
That was connectivity.
Yeah, that was hectic. Yeah, and he assumes his form, and then he's, it's too late. He can't be stopped now. But then, and then Xavier Magneto, intentionally stayed behind, but then Xavier got stuck. Apocalypse ensured that he didn't go back to the present or to the 90s. And then we just get that just devastating scene of just watching Apocalypse just kill Magneto, and it's so surreal because it's fucking Magneto, and nobody kills Magneto. The X-Men can't stop Magneto. Charles can't stop Magneto. I mean, he doesn't want to, really, not in that way. And Apocalypse is the only person that really could do that. And then just the way it happened,
So brutal.
It was brutal. the lack of a score, if I'm remembering correctly, there was like no music really underscoring much of it, or it was like silent kind of thing, just like like that close up of Charles's face and the tears brimming, and like, you know, the telekinesis happening between the two of them before Magneto dies, and just, oh my god. And then just to top it off, just to quickly jump to Danger.exe.
Yeah.
Exe.
Sort of bookends it.
When that episode opened with Charles reliving and trying to find ways that he could, like, what could I have done? How could I have stopped it? Could I have saved him? And I'm just like, and like, it's his way of trying to get closure and therapy on it and stuff. And I'm just like, oh my god, why are you doing this to yourself, Charles?
I thought it was more of a, like, he was replaying it, and because he was also trying to, like, he was monologuing at the time as well, every time it replayed, and it was like his way of apologizing to Magneto, and trying to get it all out.
That closure piece.
Yeah,
like, he's trying to make peace with it.
Yeah.
As well.
He's
But,
trying
like,
to have a therapy session with his
essentially. But it was just like, I'm like, that's so hardcore. Fucking putting yourself back in that position where you're watching your best friend die, someone who you have fought for years, and they're just snuffed out, like obliterated, like there's nothing left of him except his mask, and it's just like, yeah. It was one of the most devastating scenes in the entire show. Like, it's not as devastating as Remember It. Like, that episode is that's still the top episode for me.
Yeah.
But this is a close second. What did you think about it, Fulya?
Yeah, that particular episode, sort of just seeing that all go down. It just meant in the whole scheme of things that in Sabanur, Apocalypse is a nexus point.
Yeah.
It's always going to happen.
He's always going to
He's always going to become Apocalypse, no matter whichever multiverse you go to.
Yeah.
He's always going to be there, and he's always going to cause destruction. And it's just what I ended up sort of gaining out of that. It's what I learned from that. It's like he is inevitable. It is always going to be Apocalypse.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether or not they'll be able to stop him is another thing, and especially when we get to, you know, later on in episodes 7 and 8, when we find out, oh, did he die? And then we find out, no, not really. You know, it's one of those things of, will the X-Men ever beat Apocalypse, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we've ever come across a story where it shows us, unless it's in the comics, I don't know. We're not going to know whether or not they're ever going to be able to stop Apocalypse, you know?
Yeah.
And he's probably just one of those type of antagonist characters that is just going to keep popping up. I like episode 4, the ending, the Magneto death scene really gutted me. Especially for Xavier. And then going into Danger EXE, where especially when it starts up and he's just going through it, it's just what a way to start an episode right?
I was not prepared for that.
Just the emotional roller coaster of it all.
Oh, it's insane.
And the first time it goes through, I thought for a second it was like a flashback where he was just sort of going through it. But then he was like, you know, replay it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, he's in the danger room. He's just going through it all. And yeah, it made me more upset seeing that. It's like, Xavier, like, I get it. You're just trying to sort of, like, it's your way of like trying to compartmentalize what you just went through. It's traumatic. I just wish there was a better way of doing it than just reliving the same scene over and over again, you know? Because I feel like that just makes it worse.
And he's drama dumping into an algorithm.
Yes.
That says, you gave me all this stuff. I don't want this.
Yeah.
Learns from it and then adapts to it and be like, all right, let's make these scenarios even worse.
Yeah, I think it was a good way to, like, begin the episode in that sense.
Yes.
Like, really setting up the danger room as this entity to be feared. You know?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah.
Ugh, the feels.
Mm.
The feels. Mike.
Hello.
Hello. What did you make of Magneto's death and the ramifications of that?
Just same.
Yeah.
I can't really add too much. I mean, I was looking forward to seeing what they do for the second one, because the ending for the part one was great, and it's like, oh, where do we go to now?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the inevitable book for it. And it's like, okay, this is going to be the series, and we're going to say goodbye to Magneto, because new boss is in town, and it's the overarching thing with the apocalypse all throughout them, especially with the danger, and then episode 6, and then especially with episode 8, and what is episode 9 going to be? Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah.
Because Charles and Magneto, it is a complicated relationship. They've known each other for so long, and it's having a friend so long and then they form opinions and an ideological outlook that combats with you, and you don't want to see them harmed, even though sometimes you are mortal enemies when it comes to it. It's a very unique sort of scenario that they have, and just constantly just going through it. It's like, what could I do wrong? What could I do? Could I do something else? And like blaming yourself because you weren't there, even though you were there. It's like, what could I do? And yeah, and with that, going into episode 8 as well, with the sort of confronting Apocalypse again, and even in episode 4, where Apocalypse could have killed Charles,
Yeah.
like then and there, and he chose not to.
Yeah.
Even that is playing on his mind. It's like, why did you do that?
Why did you let me live? Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah,
boot
and boot. Yeah. Oh my god. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other thing? It was why would I bring a missile to a rabbit hunting session? It's something along those lines. I think I heard that from somewhere. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm rambling.
No, that's fine. Rambling is the whole point of this podcast.
Oh, is it?
No, is it? Yes, it is.
400 episodes in, and I'm still not sure.
Yeah. So that was game changing. Weapon X Lies and DVDs was also fun because Wolverine gets to finally have a bit of action because, we have that teased at the end. I think it's at the end of part 2, Apocalypse Part 2, where we get to see Wolverine on that rooftop, and then Captain America and Black Widow are like, maybe you shouldn't be going down this road, bub.
Did you notice that? I was about to say Scarlett Johansson. Did you notice that Black Widow successfully snuck up on Wolverine?
She sure did.
Stealth. She rolled a nat 20.
This was kind of a fun episode because as Fulya you kind of hinted at earlier, like the personal stuff for Wolverine that kind of comes to light in this episode, and like the bond between him and Morph, and everything that they've been through together, and how Morph is really like the angel on Wolverine's shoulder here, really pulling him back from these dark places that he's going to. But it was fun to kind of go into the Weapon X stuff a bit in a different way, like introducing the Brood as this antagonist that can kind of zombify and monsterify you, and turn you into something grotesque and uncontrollable. Like it was, like the animation in this episode I thought was really good, but like really creepy. Like they all had those big gnashing teeth and everything, and like And then when Wolverine got it, I was like, oh no, we're fucked. We're fucked. It's over. Logan's done. It's
I
over.
missed that point where I feel like I got up to grab something and I missed the point where
Oh, no.
Wolverine ended up becoming one of them, and I'm like, wait, what did I miss?
No, what happened? How did this happen? Yeah, and I also kind of love the Morph having these moments of like he becomes Spider-Man, he becomes like Deadpool and all these other characters, and I have to remind myself it's just Morph.
It's Morph.
And it's not a random MCU cameo.
Yeah.
I've been conditioned, man. I've been conditioned.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting, and it was a darker kind of episode. Yeah, and then the fact that they foreshadow the stuff with Sabretooth and Creed that happens 2 episodes later as well, But yeah, Fulya, do you have much to say about episode 5?
Not particularly. I feel like out of the 5 episodes we watched, I think that one might have been maybe my least favorite.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
It's just more the fact, like, it's not because it was the characters. I think it's just the story that it was telling, was especially with the different characters that they went with.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just sort of, I think my mind was a bit busy.
You weren't as engaged.
Yeah, I wasn't engaged.
You weren't as invested.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they killed off one of them when the plane went down at the
Yeah,
start.
I know,
So
right? It's like immediately dead.
Yeah, like...
I'm glad it was the arrogant asshole.
Bye, Slipknot.
Yeah. But then like the push and pull sort of thing with Wolverine and Sabretooth was the one thing that was, I think, very sort of like a focal point here.
Yes.
Sabretooth was all about the I'm stronger than you kind of always competing against Wolverine kind of a thing. But in the end of it all, we just sort of like, we get to a point where Wolverine, the whole point that he wanted to go there, and I don't know if he was misleading the team for that reason, or if they were actually there for what was happening there, and it was a side quest of let me get my adamantium back, but it was like I don't know what to believe.
Right.
From that now, like, was he actually only there to get his adamantium back?
Yeah.
And all of that other stuff was just a consequence of going there?
Yeah.
Or was the actual mission beat these creatures, blow up the plant, but while I'm there, I'll just get my adamantium back,
I don't know. I mean, you can read it either way.
Yeah.
Like isn't there a scene where like they kind of realize that that's why Wolverine might be there for, and they kind of get...
I think Morph was mentioning...
gets angry at him for lying, I guess.
Yeah, he was trying to get through to Wolverine when he was the
Beast.
The
Beast. Yeah.
Being like, you don't need your adamantium to be who you are.
Yes.
You're awesome the way you are anyway, kind of a thing.
And then he himself couldn't get, that they couldn't get themselves through, so they had to play as Jean to actually break through.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yes, he had to be Jean to kind of get through to Logan. Like, that was wow.
Which Morph did the same thing at the end of the first season.
Yeah. When Wolverine was at Death's Door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All the feels happening. Mike, do you have any thoughts on Weapon X lies and DVDs?
I liked it. It was nice and gruesome and scary, and it made me want to watch the thing.
Yeah, it's a good like body invasion sort of story. Possession.
And who's lying?
Yeah.
And also the subtle dig at Betamax. No, not Betamax. Was it? Oh crap!
This
DVD and Laserdisc.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes. Yeah, it was good.
I like Laserdisc.
Yeah.
I also want more Morph, please. I think Morph hasn't been used as much. I mean, he's definitely been used, but I don't know, he was really great in this episode.
He's a really good character.
He's a great character.
Yeah.
He's a really good character. Danger EXE. Again, I at the beginning of this, I shouted out Polaris as a great addition. She shows up earlier than this, of course, when we get that really cool Jubilee episode.
Yes.
With what is it? Which X Factor.
X Factor.
Yeah. There's 4 teams called X something now.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to keep it all straight.
X Force,
welcome
X
to the
Factor.
comics.
Yeah, X Factor. This is the X Factor.
Yeah.
In this version of the canon, which I guess might be the version of the canon, but Polaris is Magneto's daughter. And then I really liked how they kind of, yes, this was a bottle episode that doesn't have too much consequence, and yes, we get the stuff with, Xavier dealing with Magneto and stuff, but like it kind of really sets Polaris on this path of like, are you like your father? Like Magneto's just died, yes, but like she doesn't want to be him. Like she's afraid that the power within her is going to become what he was, like the bad parts of him, and she's kind of doing everything she can to avoid that and stuff. And so I kind of like that journey that she goes on. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, sins of the father and that. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
That's right. But no, and she does a great job of proving, that thought wrong by the time we get to the end of this episode. And I kind of liked it as this is sort of a trope that happens in horror sometimes or in other genres where you get like something happens to the team or to a group of people, and then this person just happens to show up that can actually save the day. Like the fact that she just, that was the time that she decided to go back to the Xavier mansion, to the school, to reintegrate with the X-Men. It happened to be the time when shit was going down with the Danger Room. So I kind of liked that as well. And then, the Danger Room was cool and was fun and was really scary and stuff. And I really liked that episode. I thought it was fun. It didn't further the overall plot too much, but I thought it was some nice character work. And who doesn't love watching an AI organism take over and try and kill people? I mean, ooh. Fulya, any thoughts on Polaris and this episode?
I like Polaris. She's a really cool mutant character. Honestly, it blew my mind that we found out that not really blew my mind. Let me rephrase that. I had an inkling that she might have been related to Magneto in a way because of her metal bending powers, I guess.
Yeah.
But the fact that she also has I think she's got some telekinesis power as well.
I think so.
So,
I can't remember.
Yeah, but the fact that she had this like, she had this what's the word I'm looking for? Like the whole push and pull situation about her being her father, and not wanting to do that,
Yes, wanting to avoid that.
Like the pressure of meeting those expectations essentially is what it was for her, and she really didn't want to. She didn't like what her father represented, and so she wanted to be better. So I like that she had that sort of that fight within her, that battle that was in her head about it all, and to the point where the rest of the X-Men were trying to help her find a way out of it so that she can push through and use her actual abilities to the strongest possible to fight this AI, the danger bot. So that ended up being really, really cool to see that all sort of come to a full circle for her in this episode. And I love the fact that, she kind of looks a little bit like Rogue in a way, but with green hair. But she's not as feisty, I guess. As Rogue.
She's got her own attitude, I guess.
Yeah.
And Rogue is actually Mystique's adopted daughter.
Yes. But nah, she's cool. I like Polaris. Yeah.
Nice. Mike?
Hello.
Polaris, this episode, what are your takes, your thoughts?
Rogue AI, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
It's been done.
It's been done. I mean, we just did the thing, and now we're doing the Matrix. Speaking of Matrix, a lot of the writers in this really like Star Trek as well. You can sort of tell because this is definitely the danger room is kind of like the holodeck as well,
Mm.
where that goes rogue sometimes, and yeah, it overexerts their polarity, their function,
Mm.
and yeah, there is a story with Charles actually knows that the danger room has gone rogue, so he has to keep it contained. So yeah, it's a bit of a master and slave a little bit
Mm.
with this story,
Mhm.
and
For sure.
as I said, Charles drama dumping it into this algorithm, and the algorithm goes nuts. Well, it's your own making, really.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go to a therapist
Yeah.
instead of writing in your
Yeah.
diary.
Yeah. Maybe you
Um,
shouldn't train an AI to learn all of your darkest thoughts about what could happen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have to admit, Danger Room's kind of hot.
Danger Room is she got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal dreads. Mm.
Yeah. Hello.
Very Medusa-like.
Yeah, a
Open
little
up.
bit. Yeah.
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 Turn to stone.
Mm.
Rock hard. Anyway, episode 7.
Yeah, let's segue immediately. Episode 7, Strangeland Savage Heart. Nightcrawler is the MVP of this episode.
Yes.
This was a great Nightcrawler episode. And I also really loved what they did with Colossus here.
Yes. I missed him.
Yeah. Like the fact that they've got him sort of at the center of this thing where like you understand exactly where he's coming from, like about why Creed should be, locked away or killed, for his heavy anti-mutant status. But like the fact that, Colossus is like dealing with, my sister is dead. My sister was killed trying to save the people of Genosha and trying to save Genosha itself. And now I'm here to, carry on her legacy and stuff. And what does that look like? And yeah, I kind of empathize with him quite a bit. But I love Nightcrawler just stepping in as like, and recognizing his brother in this moment of like, yes, he's made some poor choices and I don't agree with how he sees the world, but he's still my family and I'm still going to fight for him. That's the right thing to do. And I think Nightcrawler is like one of the best characters in this show. Like, I mean, there's so many great characters in this show and they're all fleshed out so well. But like, Nightcrawler's always he's the wise one. He just has all the words of wisdom. Humble. He's so humble. He's so powerful. He's so powerful. Like, I'm looking forward to talking about him in the next episode. He was great in episode 8 as well. But yeah, him getting to kind of come to his brother's defense and trying to do what's best and, sort of being, these other mutants have decided to put their powers, on lock. You can't use your powers and stuff. And then meanwhile you've got Polaris and is it, what's his name? Not Cable. Bishop. Is it Bishop?
Bishop. I think so.
Bishop and Polaris are trying to, we're stuck on the outside of this one. Trying to get in and save the day, which, ends up eventually happening. And then one of that mutant there with the wings, I've forgotten his name already. He dies for his beliefs. Exodus, I think.
Exodus.
Yeah,
Exodus.
He ends up, paying the price, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I thought this was a really cool, like, moral dilemma sort of episode. I like people can't just be good or evil. Like, there's shades of grey in there, and and you've got to fight for what's right at the end of the day. And yeah, and it was some great action set pieces in this one too. So it was very cool. And this is the first time we see X Corp. Like, they're based on Genosha now.
Yeah.
The X-Men aren't allowed to be the X-Men. The government has said, no, you can't after what happened. So, I like that Charles was like, we're just going to be X-Corp then. We're just going to do our own thing.
name change.
Yeah, we're just going to change the name because that's, totally within our right. Very funny.
What was it? It's the repositioning the deck chairs in the Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed their name. They got new uniforms.
Yeah.
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 I like the new uniforms, by the way. The grey with the gold is
Yeah.
or the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. Fulya, what are your thoughts on this Strange Land Savage Heart episode?
Yeah, it was definitely a really interesting episode to watch, and it was almost like a morality kind of an episode
Yes.
of
Yeah.
Yeah.
how, like, the ethics of it all, and it's almost it's like we're talking about racism here
Yeah.
in this
sure.
episode, and it doesn't matter how, like, whether or not they're family, their blood or not, they're gonna be their own person.
Yes.
Right, and they're gonna have their own belief systems, their own thought processes, and all that sort of stuff. So, the fact that we have, Nightcrawler here, he's trying to fend for his brother, but Graydon Cree's just like, it's from the fact that it just sort of came out of jealousy for him. The fact that he wasn't born with any kind of power, and so his father ends up pushing him aside,
Yeah.
and because of that, he's jealous of his family members who do have, these mutant powers.
Yeah.
And from that developed a lot of his, negativity towards those kind of people.
The animosity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And start up a hate group.
Yeah.
Make you feel better.
It's really the coward's way out of this whole thing, but like but it makes sense. Like, if you're coming from that perspective, like, and you're just gonna harbor this resentment and jealousy towards these people, right?
Exactly. So I can understand the anger and rage that is within him about all of this, but at the same time, it's like the fact that it's not just his fault, it's also the parents.
Yeah.
The fact that the parents didn't do anything about it, or
Jesus, Sabretooth, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't think Sabretooth is a really nice person.
Yeah. I don't like the Sabretooth guy.
That
Yeah.
mistake, really.
So it's like there's fault on both sides of the spectrum.
You're right.
And it's like, but Nightcrawler is here trying to give him a chance to state his case, and even after mentioning all that, and we find out that he wasn't really going to be let go anyway. So
that's right.
It's a kangaroo court.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good episode to sort of like just very thinky.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things I love the X-Men for, is like they bring in these social and political debates, and
Absolutely.
like the allegory between the real world and the fictional one is very strong and very powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. It's like the ideal kind of storytelling.
And it's really good digestible. And this is loosely for kids, but it's also for like us who actually grew up with this, and also us need a bit more nuance when it comes to like these sort of procedurals. That's why I really like this particular episode too, where it is not necessarily spoon feeding you the moral conundrum. You actually see everyone's point of view, including Creed. Like in the first season, I'm talking like the original. Like, sure, his moustache's twirly, like he's the bad guy. You could tell because he's angular features. And then in that you learn his history, that he is Sabretooth's son, and then you go, oh, so this is a reason, and this is more of a dive into. Okay, this is more of the reason why you've actually digged in your heels in this sort of belief that, well, if it's the syndrome thing. If I can't be super, no one can.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison. Syndrome.
In order to take you down, I need to take everyone else down.
Yeah.
And but overall, no matter what Colossus is going to say, it was going to be. But obviously that was too much for Wing Guy.
Exodus, yeah.
Fitting name.
Indeed, yeah. Indeed.
He's a very cool looking character.
Oh, yeah.
I love the design of that character.
Some great detail.
Yeah.
Human version of Gargoyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I can see that.
I
Yeah.
can hear that. Cool. Well, as we move into the final episode to talk about, Strangeland, Savage Heart, and Danger EXE both ended with a couple of pivotal, not post-credit scenes, but sort of post-credit scenes where we get teased what's going to happen in this episode, the dead man's hand. And, I, when I saw Gambit being resurrected in that little scene, I thought of Fulya immediately, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. She's not going to handle this. And then we flash forward to the next episode, and it's like, okay, Apocalypse is dead. Wait, what? I didn't understand.
Yeah, same.
And part of me still doesn't. Mike, you kind of touched on it before, and we'll go into it anyway, like how Apocalypse is still alive.
It's kind of like he needs, essentially he's like the soul of Apocalypse needs to embody a body.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the ending for Vox Machina, where
right.
He needs to die.
Vecna.
He needs to die to actually become powerful, and he needs a vessel. And they sort of did the same sort of thing because Apocalypse has done this before in the previous iteration in the old series, where it was Angel who was the body.
Right. Okay.
And that's why Angel is in this as well. Of going, I know what's going to happen, and because you led me out, and it's the thing all over again. Because remember, time is a flat circle. It keeps on going around.
And it sure does. Yeah.
And the body is going to be Gambit until this happens.
Yeah, until this ending. This was just a crazy episode. I mean, like, to have it begin with them all just playing a friendly game of poker too was quite, I don't know if it's a bit on the nose, but I liked it. I liked it, with Rogue, she's obviously got Gambit top of mind, at all times. I love how previously on they showed that scene between her and Ensub and her talking about, like, love.
Yes.
And how love is something that we can't live without, but it also wants to destroy us, kind of thing. It also, takes us apart. And what she went with, and, what happened to her, and how she's like, I hope you, for everyone's sake, find someone to love. And then in this episode, we learn that he did love that priestess lady. And then she betrayed him, and it's like, well, I guess I'll just keep destroying everything. But I think for me, this episode, like, starting with that as well, with the that dream that Rogue has, like, we open with that, and, like, she's dancing back in Genosha, like, we're remembering, and then Gambit comes in, and it's fine, but then it's suddenly very much not fine. And I love the design for Gambit here, the fact that they just made him void of life. Like, he really embodied...
The colour was absolutely gone.
Yeah.
In him.
Like, it makes it even more heartbreaking. Yeah. Like, he's not just a corpse. He's been remade, as this embodiment of death. Like, it's like Mike said, he's the death horseman.
He's the negative.
He's the negative Gambit.
You wouldn't want to cosplay because I wouldn't want to do blackface.
No cosplays, thanks, guys.
He's just noticing the stained glass windows in the back. He's in the background of in the church.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, Fulya, you both watched all of the original show?
Yes.
Long time ago,
but more recently
for me, yeah.
Did they go into any of Remy's backstory with these people?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I think I need to go back and watch
down in the bayou.
Yeah. Because I found it really interesting.
Yeah, this is his family.
The Tide.
Yeah, right. But no, he's so, like, I love when, like, shows and movies or just stories in general take something that was so beloved and just twist it into the, like, not necessarily the evil version, but just like you said, the negative.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, bastardizing it and just corrupting it.
It's like the gene clone going Goblin Queen.
Yeah,
In the first
yeah,
season.
that's right. I forgot about that too.
I'm the Goblin Queen.
That was cool.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Stuff that's not mine. It's too close to me.
Yeah, no, this was fantastic. And then just Rogue, man, like, can we just give Lenore Zan just a round of applause for her vocal performance? Like, she's just crushing it.
She'll be in Australia soon.
Yes, she will. She's coming down for some convention or some appearance thing. But yeah, she's so good in this. Like, I just love it. And then, just hearing her conflict with, like Gambit decides, like, I kind of love how Gambit seems to be acting as this agent of death, and then sort of then decides he wants to marry Rogue, and she kind of goes along with it because her love for him is greater than, I guess, greater than the right thing of, like, this isn't Remy, But then obviously we realize that Apocalypse is actually within Remy, and that gets a bit spicy. Yeah, I really loved the stuff with Charles going into his mind and pulling Remy's spirit from out within, like that scene. Yeah, with Charles looking like Raiden.
Like this, like a giant warrior.
This giant warrior going on. Like, that was so cool. Like, this episode was just visually gorgeous too.
It was.
As well. Like, the animation was off the chain.
Every time they go into, like, a different
plane?
world, it's plane, dream sequence. It's always visually stimulating.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, we end with Apocalypse is not defeated. But he's been beaten back for now. So we don't know what's going to happen in the last episode.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's just this episode broke me.
Yes. Please tell us how you're feeling. How are you coping with the return of your beloved Gambit?
Honestly, I was just sort of, I think for me it was very difficult for me to comprehend, more so because when we see him alive again, he's not in his usual color.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's devoid of all that color, as you were saying before.
Yes.
And so I knew something was wrong. The way, because he got reanimated, essentially. He brought back to life, but it seemed like it was done in a more sort of a evil way. It just didn't feel right. So,
but he did keep his eyes, and that's all.
Yes,
that's always important, because that's where, because the eyes is
the soul, window to
yes,
the soul. That's a great
exactly.
point.
Yeah.
Love that.
The fact that he's still using his cards, but his cards have turned from being, just regular, regular playing cards into kind of like tarot cards.
Yeah.
And,
cool.
He's just dealing out death wherever he can,
Yeah.
The fact that he can also immediately use those cards to get other people to be on his team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sort of
To mind control them.
Yeah, mind control, like possess them in a way.
Yeah.
That was interesting. And the fact they brought Nightcrawler into this.
Can I just say, did you guys notice they changed the color of his bamfing?
Yes.
He went from his usual pinky purple to a red.
Yes.
I thought that was a great touch. Personally, I just you don't have to do that detail.
No.
But the fact that they did, I think it just elevates it.
Yeah.
Great.
And it's also the fact that he decided to use Nightcrawler as a scapegoat, I guess, in this instance, and it's like one of the powerful kind of X-Men. I guess it's also because, I think he maybe Apocalypse being within Remy and gets to go into his memories.
Yeah.
And so he knows that maybe because Nightcrawler and Rogue
are close.
Yeah. Like very brother
technically
sister.
siblings.
So brother sister.
Siblings,
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, let's bring him along for the ride as well. So yeah, this whole episode was just very, very difficult for me to be like, oh, it's Gambit, he's alive, but oh, he's evil. Why? And it was just like I had such an emotional roller coaster
Yeah.
watching this episode. I agree, animation on point, so good.
So good.
And the fact that Charles was able to infiltrate Remy's mind to try and get to him, and at first I'm assuming he didn't know that Apocalypse was in there, so he was like trying to get Remy, like trying to get back into Remy's like memories and being like, hey, this is not the person that you were, come back to us, kind of a thing, fight. To the point where he's trying to pull out Remy's soul, but then he doesn't have the strength for that, because then Apocalypse comes through.
Yeah.
And that's when you realize, oh shit, Apocalypse has actually taken over this body.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like kind of relieved in a way that it wasn't really Remy doing all this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was just so gutted to know that Apocalypse managed to find a way to get into his body.
Yeah.
And
it's devastating.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so difficult. It was a great episode though. What a penultimate episode, and to bring back Remy in such a really evil way.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, if you're gonna even attempt to remember it and what happened to him there, like, this is how you do that.
Yeah.
Without ruining the impact of that death.
Exactly. And what's X-Men without Remy? Without Gambit?
Without Gambit, man.
Gambit he needs to be there.
Yeah. Exactly. We need that Cajun spice.
Absolutely.
The Cajun flavor.
Hey.
Stay over there. Yeah, well said, Fulya.
Yeah.
That was a great reaction. I love this.
Well, before 2024, I would have said, yeah, it could have been done without him. But yeah, that was the year of Gambit.
That was the year of
It
Gambit.
was.
Yes. He's about to make a name for himself.
Oh, yes, he is.
All right, Mike, take us home.
Yes.
Your thoughts on this episode? How are you feeling about the return of Gambit and the implications of Apocalypse's survival?
I love it. It is building up to it being, probably one of my favorite seasons, maybe, because the first season was finding our feet in the first half, and then
we hit it.
And then we hit like guns blazing, and this is what we're going to do. And this one's more overarching with the apocalypse, and we want to see what happens at the end. And I want to see what happens in the end. Because if this one's so great, the last one's got to be epic. And it's it Last One Standing or the Survival of the Fittest?
I think it's Survival of the Fittest is episode 9.
It's very it leads me with dread.
Yeah, a little bit.
Does that mean people are going to say bye-bye?
Yeah.
Or is this the episode where they fall into Battle World?
Oh.
and they're going to be part of the Battle World. In Secret Invasion. Secret
Wars?
Secret War. Too many secrets.
Too many secrets.
Too many secrets. I want it now.
I want it now.
Yeah. I can't really add too much because Fulya just goshed all over it.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, please don't. It's fine.
I do love the animation in this, and I love the stories in between all of them. Sort of winding up the entire season. There's not going to be much for Beast to do. I mean, he gets a couple of things to do, but not much.
Yeah, Beast and Storm have definitely been on the back foot.
Yeah,
this season.
That and Bishop.
And Bishop too. Yeah, for sure. And Forge. Yeah, they've really had not much to do. I mean, in the early episodes they had a bit more.
Yeah. Trying to get them back.
Trying to get them back and figure out their places and
but
stuff.
Who knows? One more episode.
One more episode. We don't know.
Beast finds a way.
Beast finds a way. Yeah.
Beast finds a way.
Finds a way. Yes. Yeah.
I got my wife to watch Thor Ragnarok.
Just
up to the Sam Neill bit. Is it?
Uh.
You see that? That's
Sam
Neill.
Neill.
See that? That's
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Matt
Is that
Damon.
really
Loki.
Matt Damon? Yeah.
Oh,
And you
so
know who that
funny.
is? That's the other Hemsworth.
Yeah. Oh, Luke.
Liam.
Luke.
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 Leia. Word association.
Yeah. Word games. Names beginning with L. Cool. Well, shall we end it there then?
Yeah.
We're all. Is there any other final thoughts you guys had?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I hope Gambit recovers.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
Again,
I.
there's no stakes anymore if he
Yeah,
survives.
I feel like they won't, unless he sacrifices himself to destroy Apocalypse. So I don't know.
No.
I don't think they'll do because he's
Rogue won't let him.
well, he's already sacrificed himself once, right?
Mhm.
So I don't. Yeah, him doing it again would be.
Oh, and
don't
she
know.
touched him with her bare hands.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
And nothing happened.
And she's like, it's not possible.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's possible, hun.
You know what my theory is
Mm.
in the last episode?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Magneto's coming back.
Surely Magneto's not staying dead.
After that heartbreaking episode.
I mean,
The Gambit.
yeah.
I
mean,
know, but no, this is too soon.
I mean, he could come back in some mind palace-y way, like Charles doing something.
Ultimate evil form.
Because he's still, like, you guys, one of you was saying about the opening credits, like you said Gambit was still in the opening credits in the scene where they're all running at each other. Magneto's still there.
Yeah, that's true.
The only time Magneto hasn't been there is when they've rebranded those opening credits as either X Factor or X Force.
And he had his M, his purple M.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm new Magneto, and I got long hair. I look like Fabio.
And Fabio Magneto, because it's the
90s. Oh no, a goose.
Oh, God.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Fabio.
What a goose.
What a goose.
Yeah.
All right, that'll do it. Then we've only got one more episode left of X-Men 97 season 2. Holy crap, it's gonna be a big one. So we'll be back next week
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to talk about it.
Yes.
That'll be exciting. That'll be fun. But yeah, until then, that was our 400th episode. Good job, everyone. Good job, team. We did it. 400 episodes.
400 episodes.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Welcome to the last one.
The last one.
Yeah, this is the finale.
This is the rebranding.
Yeah. What's our new name?
Fred Not Locks.
30-odd foot of Fred.
30 foot of Fred. Flop.
Blah, blah, blah. Great.
No, it's okay. We continue on with episode 401 next week. But until then,
Yes.
that
Was a podcast
Called
Fred.
Just gotta get it in.
There's the leg.
There's the lag.
Gotta get it in there.
Gotta work it in there somehow. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky for the latest Fred content.
If you'd like to listen to Fred the Alien, you can find us on SoundCloud, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
If you'd like to watch Fred the Alien, you can head over to youtube.com/FREDtheAILEN Productions. And if you're watching this video right now, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified of future goodness. And sometimes, most of the time, we are live on Twitch, but this time we weren't for the 400th episode, but it's fine. Please give us a follow over there, twitch.tv/FredtheAilien Twitch.
Yes! I've been a Kendall Richardson.
I've been a Fulya Kantaramaja.
And I'm a 400-year-old Michael Lister.
And you just experienced a podcast called Fred.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so good. Remember to eat beef.
Remember, Freddy lives, Loki dies, the Doctor is in, and there's no time for Firefly because I gotta watch Peaky Blinders now.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Remember to look after yourself and your mental health, everyone.
Yes, please do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, ladies and gays.
And see